Okay, how the hell did you get second? Oh no, didn't let you get first. Okay, I'm guessing. Hold on. Nem, who lives beside the servers or something, managed to get first somehow, and then notifications sent late. Oh my god, I was like, I just saw the person who redeemed third, and I was like, who the hell is that? Like, that's not I don't believe I've seen that name before, yet they've got a silver and now a bronze, and then I was like, wait a minute, KCJA? You mean Casey? You mean Hodgson? You mean Kokori Jr. Casey? If you changed it to something just a little more unreadable as Casey, I would have been so confused. But yes, welcome in everybody. Sorry I'm late. There are reasons ads have started. I'm so sorry. We're gonna get. I'll explain why I'm late once ads are over so we can all hear why. Oh no, you couldn't get KCJ that. Man! Full on couldn't. Oh god, unfortunate day. Not till December. Is that how it works? I know some platforms they've got like a limit. Hi Melon, welcome in. Morning. They've got a limit on either how many times you can change your name or when they release a name. Okay, now second ads. Yes. Alas, I believe ads have started. Okay, we're gonna just get about unimportant things and all that runs. But not that it's unimportant. Them congrats on first, snatching first right out from under Okina's nose, it appears. Rock, hello, welcome in. Thank you for the fish and chips. Casey, thank you for the lychee. Nem, thank you for 3 egg. Wow. And Okina, thank you for the white onion. Lovely. Hi, Estelle. Welcome in. Ooh, thank you for the tree stream street. And hit Genshin Impact dish poppy ball hash browns. Mm, Melon, thank you for the Chinese style seasoned mushroom. One mushroom. Mhm, perfect. It's like that person on I think TikTok and YouTube who makes snack boxes where the snack to box ratio is frankly disgusting. It's like 6 slices of radish in like one tin. And it's a circular tin and a square box, so it like takes up like fucking vertically and horizontally what 4, 5 times the size of the radishes itself. Okay, okay, there's about a minute left of ads, but the folks who aren't in America are being released. Ooh, Nam, holy fuck, thank you for the 35 stream. Appreciate it. Melons found it near for a port. Good. I, oh my god, I was on Curious Little Fox's stream, like obviously good few months ago, I think like in like April or something, maybe May. And I realized that she had a 2048 widget in her panels, and I played it for like almost an hour straight while listening to the stream. And I'm glad that you guys have found it and are enjoying it. I haven't played 2048 in so long. I've been trying to rotate the things that I do at work to procrastinate, and I really like Cookie Clicker and Sudoku and Solitaire, and I haven't went back to 2048 in a good bit. Even though that's one of my favorite time wasters. Hold on. Give me 1 second, real quick. Got about. Okay, ads are over. I'll give it just a few more seconds to make sure everyone's back. I know the folks from the US tend to get absolutely blasted by it. Eh, okay. I think that should be about alright. I'm just checking some settings. That was terrible. Did Casey get trapped in shit ads? Man. That would be unfortunate. Okay, I'm gonna down the music, basically unlistenable. Almost nothing for everyone because I'm pretty much only gonna be listening to metal right now. And welcome in, Crystal Meowie Chippy Bonkers. I didn't know Twitch let names get that long. Thank you so much. Okay, but yes, Welcome back from ads, everybody. Thank you again so much for joining me at this. It's a bit weird of a start time for me, though usually my 2 p.m. streams do run into 6 p.m. So I was of the hope that people could make it, right? Because we have, like, what, 2 days left of the raffle being open. I'm still not sure if I'll open it tomorrow when I pull the raffle, but yes, right now it is open. Get that redeem. It's about like probably your last 1 or 2 chances to get a raffle ticket redeemed. Crystal use all the Twitch name characters I see. That's what a maximum character name shows up as. Okay, you guys can look at the art real quick. Thank you, Okina. I will take a look at Casey's new profile picture. Oh, that's cute! That's so cute. It's the bird. It's the little bird staring. The Podgerson. Thank you, Casey. Oh, by the way, if you haven't already, I don't remember if Casey's redeemed the raffle, but for the folks who haven't yet, please remember to go put your reference into the Discord forum chat. Banana? Melanie, can I take that as a official name, not name, sorry, concept change? Do you want banana rowlet now? And Estelle, thank you for the raffle entry. And then, thank you as well. Once more with feeling incredible. You do have a banana rowlet? I just noticed that. I see. But okay, yes. I'm gonna get into the art because as the title says. You know what? I'm gonna mute the music for you guys. You can see the little Spotify widget down there, cause so you can see what I'm listening to. But that's a lot. You're gonna listen to. Yep, it's gonna be a lot for anyone to listen to. But yes, I've got 24 hours ish in a way. I've emailed my sticker supplier this afternoon because I got one batch done, right? Last weekend's con crunch, I finished it on, I think, Sunday evening, dropped it after the suppliers Monday morning. Though knowing them, I should have done Saturday evening because they are nocturnal, I believe. They email people up to 2 a.m. and they only start emailing people around 2 to 3 p.m. Right, so if I finished it at midnight, I should have dropped it off then. Anyway, my first round of this season's con crunch was completed. I went to pick it up this afternoon, and I emailed them at the same time, like, hey, I sent in like 6 more designs and 60 more for a total of like 60 sticker pieces. You guys can get it done before the next con. Oh, by the way, hold on. Let me get the info out on my next con. If that's, there we go. That is what triggers it. Okay. Yes. My next con, Random Move World, on 15th and 16th August. They were like, yeah, no, yep, send it by 8th August, like 9 p.m. We can probably get it done. I was like, sweet. So, yep. Knowing me, I cannot. Oh, hello. Soshi Sky, welcome in. Welcome in, Raiders. Thank you guys so much. How was stream? Sky, I believe you are a fellow artist, right? We've met before, I know this. How was stream? What you guys up to? Let me get you a shout out, actually, before I forget. What were you guys up to this stream? How was it? Oh. You've rated before? I believe so. Your name is familiar. Last did art. Ooh. Sky, if there's anything you'd like to show us, pretty chill looking on my Patreon art. Nice. If there's any art text you'd like to submit, what you worked on that stream, or something else that you are really happy with, feel free to send it in. Links are allowed. And couple of things before I forget. Okay. Lovely to meet you all, everybody. I am Kuva Kusavana. I am a mangrove elf and an artist. And hold on if it wants to load, please. I cannot imagine making it into the mangrove was an easy journey. So if you'd like, I'd like to have you down here in the guest book to commemorate the raid. But yes, raiders, if you got a raid and ground, please feel free to do so. Yeah, if you gotta go sleep, rest, eat, take a little walk, please, please, please don't let me hold you back. If not, we'd love to have you. And welcome in, Morpheus. Thank you for the hydrate. I will take. Where's my bottle? Ah, there, okay. I will take a sip. And yeah, no rush on the art packs. Hold on. Guy, if you have a model, I'll go grab a picture of your model. Yes. If you got objections against the. Do you? You should have, right? Don't have one. Oh, okay. If you've got any other like mascot character or like a persona, even if it's not a VTuber model or anything, right? If it's, I'm gonna go open your blue sky. I'm gonna grab a picture of that. But yes, okay. Oh my god. Oh no. Sorry, not directed at you. I simply had a day. I've simply had a day. I I believe you have a model, but I'm looking at your blue sky, to your profile picture and what's that what banner? Yeah. Yeah. I am right now grinding the fuck out for my upcoming convention, Randamu World, at Suntec in Singapore. Oh, that's a really cute sticker you've got there. I will use that as your reference. My reference for the raid doodle. Again, if you don't want to be in the guest book for whatever reasons, no question asked, just let me know, and I'll withhold on this. Ooh, okay. Nice. Let me take a look at that. Thank you, Sky. Yeah. So cute. I will indeed use that. Welcome back. Okay, now I see you two have found or decided to utilize at last the 205 in the description. When you say you're back, do you mean that you locked in on 205 so hard you stopped listening to me? Cause like high key same. 2048 is one of my favorite procrastination games. And sometimes I play it in class and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not, it's numbers. I'm gonna be able to listen and then I fucking don't. Anyway, you locked in. That sounds about right. And thank you, Sky. I appreciate it. Really looking forward to it. It's out of the 3 cons I've done, the last one before this that I did, I really enjoyed. And this con is gonna be the first free entry, public free entry one that I've done. So I'm expecting a slightly different crowd, and that's gonna be really interesting. Hold on. Yeah, I was saying earlier, the supplier said I could drop them like a new batch of orders and they can get it done before the con if I can send the order in by tomorrow 8 p.m. If you guys ever hear me change the deadline on that, by the way, I know I've been saying 9 p.m. and then 8 p.m. They told me 9 p.m., but I need to internalize that it's 8 p.m. and I want to get it sent in by 7:30 because we know I'm probably not gonna make it. By 7:45, I need to cut my losses and just send in what I have. And if I tell myself 9 p.m., I'm gonna overshoot it and I'm not gonna get anything produced. But yes, okay. That's been what I've been doing the past couple days. No. The past couple days I've been doing the Comfortable Kawaii debut last night with Pen Pen and Foxbot and Baldur's Gate. Incredibly fun. Okay. Hey Fox, welcome in. Thank you for the orange bell pepper. Hell yeah. Mallow for the raffle entry. Fuck yeah, Fox. Thank you. Speaking of that, I haven't commented on this yet. Because I have been finding the words for it, but Fox did a crazy music video animation for Art Fight. Does that before the message loaded into the thing? The chat? Yeah. Worked hard feels like an understatement, but yes, I would highly recommend someone else go check it out because I'll be damned, I cannot find the words. Oh god, it's so cool. Let me get okay, and 42 hours straight. Oh my god. Streaks and sleeps time. The second this um your view here is registered as sorry, 1 second. Oh no. The second your view here is registered. Hit the hay. Hit the hay. But yeah, ooh, I saw it and forgot to react earlier. No worries, please. Get all the rest that you need. Appreciate you appreciate you being here, but yes. You should get your rest as well. You get your 8 hours? Okay, that's good, that's good. Oh, haven't slept more than an hour for the last 48. Man, that's... I hope that gets better now. Or if not, I hope you manage to get your enough dosages of sleep in whatever quantities to be well rested. You can't? Yeah. I know you've mentioned trouble with that before. You try... Yeah. Alas. Have... Okay. I don't know if you guys saw it. I didn't... Okay, I watched it, but I didn't remember most of it. The way short form content happens. But someone... It feels like it was a Hank Green video, but it's probably not. Was like trying to stay awake makes you feel sleepy. Like it takes enough effort to try and fall asleep when trying to fall asleep makes you feel sleepy, as opposed to like trying to relax. And I don't know if that works for them. But I've realized it really works for me. On the days where I'm like, yeah, no, I'm gonna try lock in, I'm gonna try stay awake at like work or school. Never works. And on days that I show up to work tired as all fuck, and I'm gonna take it easy. I'm kind of fine the whole day. It's great. I fell asleep. What kind of nightmares were you? Oh no! And what's what 90 minutes? Man, I'm sorry, Nams. Sorry to hear that. That deeply unpleasant. I feel like the insomnia's one thing. But nightmares, oh man. No, sending my hugs though, sending my heart, hugs and my well wishes. Ah, yes. On this sticker, at least, there's something on their cheek. And, hmm, hmm. Okay, let's stop having energy drinks. Honestly, stop. Foxes stop having energy drinks in general. At least whole one and they really taste really. The most people that I know who drink energy drinks, apart from the white monster die hard freaks, complain about the taste. They're like, wow, it does the trick, but does this taste like shit? And maybe it's the Singaporean ones that taste really bad because the government shoots dead any companies that try to add too much sugar to their drinks. Totally the flavor. Ooh, interesting. Right, the next con that I'm going to email all the vendors saying that yeah, we're gonna have free flow Monster Energy, and it's like what the hell, man. I've never drank an energy drink in my life, and I personally prefer getting my caffeine through a shit ton of coffee. The last con I did before this, um, EOI had free flow coffee and plain water. Thank you for the saxophone, Estelle. And I really enjoyed free flow coffee. I don't know if I'm gonna like free flow Monster if I use it at all. Yeah, they were really sweet. It was a really nice venue. They had it in like a hotel conference. What's it called? Hotel ballroom, I think. Conference hall or ballroom, if not both. When most of Singapore's conventions happen in one convention hall called Suntec. Oh yeah, that was really fun. Huge fan of them. I'm doing EOY again this year, and I'm really excited. Did I get the ring sheet? I don't think I got the ring sheet right. Yeah, I'm doing EOY again this end of this year, and I'm really happy about that. Coffee Soy. Oh my god. They all do. When you say that, do you mean like I know that's we're talking about energy drinks here. I cannot remember what that's a reply to specifically. Foxes. Yes, I threw a day. I like them so much. Didn't feel any bad effects since we felt crazy. Three. Oh no. 3 energy drinks a day is truly madness. There's a bit less, quite a bit less, I think, caffeine in coffee, and even then, I try not to have any more than 2 a day. I see why the need for reform. Ah, I think Namso started saying that about how all energies taste that all energy drinks taste bad. She's found just one decent tasting one, and that's balls. Ooh, we do not have that in Singapore. Though I know the Singaporeans who talk about energy drinks tasting bad, the only one that they say tastes good is White Monster. Right? I had like 3 classmates who would go to bat for that thing. Once, okay, they normally try and get it in bulk at like a grocery store or at convenience stores, whatever, whenever it went on sale. And then we found there's this really small mom and pop shop near enough our university. Like it's not convenient, but I wouldn't also call it out of the way. But it catered towards not the university student crowd because it was far away enough from the uni. And all the Monster energy drinks that were really cheap, including White Monster, and they all went crazy and like kept purposely going there for like the cheap Monster. I don't like White Monster. Now I should probably drink her balls. Nam, aren't you trying to rest? Or have you given up? or like you're gonna try the reverse thing, where you try to expand all your energy at like one go, so you can get more than like 60 minutes of sleep at a time. Okay, yeah, we got the little red doodle in down for Sky. I feel I've written the name a little messy. I'm gonna try separate the O and the N just a little bit to make brain not be that hard. I see. Hi, Coco. Welcome in. Yeah, let me get this as its own little canvas real quick, and I'll drop this into the chat. And Sky, feel free to use it for. Whoa, 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 whoa! Hey, sorry, I just pushed something off my table. Who needs a cat when you can do it yourself? Yes, welcome in, Coco. To be fair, I normally stream. I used to stream a little bit on Fridays right before my um job started, because I've realized that honestly Fridays are like really good. I used to stream Thursdays. I stream like consistently on Thursdays, and for a couple of weeks before I got full-time employment. For Coco time zone. I think our time zones are like fully 12 hours. I used to do Thursday and Friday. No, Thursday, Friday on some days. I really like Fridays actually. Where's my Drake art folder? But Friday streams isn't completely new. Yeah, big yawn. Okay. A few things. Where's my Firstly, 1 hour late today, after I went to pick up my uh the merch from the supplier, I went I dropped by the hospital to get my regular tea shot, and because it's a public holiday soon in Singapore, on the 9th, that Sunday is gonna be Singapore's National Day. Let me get Discord up real quick. National Day, and that means Monday is an often Leo holiday. Give me 1 second. Let me get this art up on Discord, and I'll drop it off in chat as a link. Need to stream the day? So you mean a stream on Fridays, but 4 p.m. my time? So like generally, if I manage to start at 2 p.m., I'll like stream at 4. Okay, okay. There's a little arrangement I have for this couple of weeks where I switched to work from home for like 3 days a week in preparation for my upcoming uni semester. And before my classes start, for no reason at all, I see. Shrub, box, shrub. Before my classes start, I've got like 3 days a week to just fuck around with, and it's really good to come crunch. But I feel like I may die once the semester starts, so I've kept Friday work from home, even though I don't have classes on Friday, to give myself like roughly like 3 rest days. But knowing me, I'm gonna have like half a rest day, or like I'll keep Friday as a rest day maybe, or like Saturday. Yeah, I'll keep Saturday as a rest day. Friday I'm still on call for work. If they need me, I will be there in person. If not, I will collapse into a heap on the floor at home. You might, hold on. There's no music? Yeah. There is no music. I'm just, it's all metal today, Coco. Oh god. I'm a really strong gust of wind away from collapsing at my desk for various reasons. One being that I did just get my t-shirt, and today's one hurt so fucking badly. where I accidentally like hit my thigh on the side of the door when I was leaving the bathroom earlier, and I felt like collapsing. So a particularly strong gust of wind could knock me out today. I'm going by whatever I can, and it's all metal. It's gonna be loud. It's gonna be a bit much for the folks listening. Yeah, so feel free to blast whatever else you want on top of me. But if you want the full Kuva experience, let me know and I will pull it back on full volume and I'll draw my voice out and you can see why I'm like oh god. Oh, I keep losing my train of thought because it's very high energy. But yes, thank you, Sky. I'm very happy that you like it. Thank you again so much for the raid and bringing a lovely community here. Oh, okay, real quick. I know you can art text later, but actually, now that I think about it, we could show this is art text. This is the link. Let me get that pin actually that Sky sent in earlier, which was made as a sticker for a con in Berlin. That's incredible. Yeah, this is so cute. I really, really love the details on it. Right, like the scales. I forgot the scales. Anyway, I realized now what I was looking, what felt a bit wrong. My bad. Yeah, the scales, the patterns on the sleeve, on the character, the like iridescence as well on the scales. Gorgeous, gorgeous work. Adorable character. Yeah, thank you for trusting me with your community, Sky. I forgot. Seeing that was already art text? Yeah. It only just occurred to me because I know we were talking about the great doodle and model slash no reference, and they sent this in. I was like, "Great, yeah, no, that's my reference," and I forgot about the art text. FF14 characters have too much detail anyway. You're not wrong about that, unless you get Rogadin and you take off all his clothes. Anyway. You're right, it was. And wait. Oh, wow. Never think you could. Oh, wow. Huh. Incredible. You could tell. I didn't even register it was a Final Fantasy character. Just did not at all occur to me. But okay, real quick. I know I've got. Huh? Sorry, no, I forgot for a minute that. Okay, you guys can see what I'm clicking around right now without changing canvases. I've got all of my Uma sketches in one folder, in one canvas, sorry. And I forgot that I had Rai Shower open on this one and on her own canvas to work on, and I tapped back and it was like the same Rai Shower and I got so confused. Hi, Apollo's art child. Was I supposed to be not playing? Yes. You guys should be able to see the song update. That should not have been stuck on Beauty of the Beast for like 15 minutes. Though it's a 10-minute song, so 20 minutes, but yeah, I'm blasting metal right now. Very loud. I think it's going to be distracting because it's distracting for me. It's going to be distracting for people who listen to it. Uh, though if people want to listen, we can get that open. I'm down for that. So yeah, it's just if you want to listen along, we've got the what's my hand? There we go. That's my hand. Yeah, we got the songs in the bottom corner. You guys are down? Okay. If anybody finds it distracting, just let me know. Okay. You're down, Jeremy? That's true. But no, I feel like I'm always wondering if it's a distraction, that it's here at all, but the people who have come in and asked why is there no music, there's been a couple people so far. I'm gonna have it really soft. Even softer than this. You guys can look at Urara. when I fiddle with that. But nearly invisible. But I know I haven't figured out how or why yet, but I know I still appear sound pretty soft. So people may have me on like louder in general so they can actually hear me. I don't want the music to be too much. Colossus, Kuva, Detritus, timelines tuning for Sif. The way Uma Musume adopts rhythm games in Sif, whether you lose genuine money again. You're so fucking real. There's so much Uma music already because they do the concert at like the end of the race. So all like so many of the songs have like that. Horses have a solo song as well, where it's not unfeasible for them to have like a Sif style rhythm game. Sif Love Live School Idol Festival for the ones who are not in the know. Because it pains me to say that it's both a dead game, it's actually gone, it's entered service, and a relatively old one. So, yeah, School Idol Festival. There's so much horse music already. Yes, Nan? Did the Love Life talk remind you of something? Did you see the idol art? I did not! I did not! Hold on, is it in your server? Because I want to look, I want to see. Hmm. Okay, I feel I'm gonna have a relatively okay time with the Uma art because they are relatively easy to draw. If anything, I'm gonna have issues rendering the fruit. Hold on, let me get this. I'm starting out with Urara and Dry Shower because their pieces are gonna be easier to draw. Because the fruit's pretty simple. But I'm gonna show you Oguri caps and um, special weeks where there's gonna be just a bit more detail and more things to render. Thank you, Nim. It looks like Morpheus has also sent in show and tell, so I'll click. I want to show Nims real quick. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's Quack, Coco, and Ire. Oh, that's cute. Oh, you push him multiple times a day. Mhm. I feel empty without Blue Idol Festival. But thank you, Nam. Very cute. Really big fan of the matching, yet not identical outfits. Very cute. Very cute. Okay, let me get fuck. It's oh god. Oh no. Okay, let me get uh let me get more fierces up, but also you sent in a channel link and I don't know which one it directs towards. I think it's this one, attack number 4, I believe. So let me get that up on screen. Could you do heavily tackle? You know what? Sure. Sure. I don't know how I'm gonna display a video because I don't like browser capture. I'm looking at Morpheus's art real quick while I think about how to do browser capture. But you know what? Go ahead. It's not okay. I don't like browser capture, but it's like doable. Uh, okay, that's a lot happening at once. Give me a minute. Let me one thing at a time. Let me look at Morpheus's show and tell art fight attack. We have got what I believe is a adventuring group out on a journey. I've got a lot of things to say about this. First of all, I think this is a really, really fun piece. I like how there's so much personality in. Guys, I need to mute the music. For you, and then you can lower it for myself. Anyway, okay, yes, there's so much personality in the in all of these characters, right? The tiredness, the confidence, all of it. I really, really love this lighting, this background, the vibe. God, it's so cool. It's the last attack Morpheus did under its fun PC that yesterday. Nice. Oh, also, I just realized my tablet's not. There we go. Should be visible for everyone now. I'm just gonna let you guys see this as well. Um, I don't know if it's gonna crop weirdly over here because I've just pasted it into the same canvas. Nurse? Where? I don't believe I said the word nurse. I think my mic eated something. My mic eated or garbled up my word somewhere. Oh, yeah. I think this is really good. It's a really nice composition where they all look a little small in the grand scale of the world. And that's really cool to me. Yeah, we got this personalities from Morpheus as well. Dragon in the sunset, very cool. Or sunrise or fire. Either way, I really, really like the strong lighting. Purple is like honestly a really cool, like cool tone color. And I love it. It's always nice with orange. And you get that like warmer purple thing. And this with the red gorgeous palette, gorgeous lighting. Huge fan. And hi Lala, thank you for the raffle entry. Yes, okay. I, hmm, I think that's a world. Ah, I see. I'm not gonna lie, I'm significantly very lazy to show a video because I will open a new browser window because if I use the one I'm currently on, it will box me. But I do think people should see Heavily Dragon because it's really fun and it's high key crazy. Fox, if you send the link, I will pin it. Like you don't need to go through show and tell because I think that's for when I show something on screen. Mm. Yeah, I show and tell for something on screen, but like if hold on, my clip studio's being silly. But yes, I do want people to see it. So we'll pin it and people can and should watch it and then I don't box myself. I don't know what happened to Firefox in the past like half a year or something when I started out. If I did window capture and I clicked on the what's that word? The little thing where you put in URLs and Google searches. If I clicked on that, it wouldn't capture on stream. Now it does. And I've got a few things bookmarked, like my school email, which has my full legal name in there, so I'd rather not. Unless I log into a new browser window. Amazing. Good alert, you're so cooked. Oh no. I don't know. Well, all the best Morpheus. I don't know what you're getting cooked over, but I hope you get that sorted out. Thanks so much for joining us and thank you for the food. Have a good luck, Morpheus. Amazing. Indeed, it is Lala. How'd you guys pronounce amazing? Right, I pronounce it like that. How'd you guys say umazing? Just start at 5 Oh god, it's 5. Oh wow, okay. Yeah, no, great. Good night, Morpheus. Have a good rest. Yeah. 98 characters in Fox's massive archive attack. There we go. There we go. Archive thing is what kind of stupid how many points it was worth. Very cool. Yes. Yes, there we go. Despite me accidentally popping in, not Fox at drawing this like the first second that I'm in there. I cannot remember off the top of my head when I appear. I watched it early one morning on the way to work, and I'll be damned if I spotted myself at all now that I think about it. To be around, just hard to find it hard to combo? Okay. Very understandable, Morpheus. Have a good rest then. Hmm. Came in right as Fox's. In context, finishing me, I know it's like finished drawing me, but I'm thinking about Mortal Kombat right now. Anyway. Indeed. Ending all the spoons, that's a very sweet sentiment. Very good blessing. Eviscerated. Yes, I myself am little EP today was up early as always. But I slept a little late last night because I'm work from home today. Bracket yay. Bracket positive. Bracket. Yeah, no, let's keep it like that. Bracket long as silence. That's all I need to say. Yeah, but I slept pretty late last night as well. Also on the art grind. Because I was work from home yesterday and today, I was like, yeah, no, I can rest, I can chill. I don't need to be awake. And then my supplier was done with my order, so I popped out to get that picked up. Oh, nice. Lala, thank you for the 25 stream streak. Hell yeah. Fox says there are so many spoons today, not not metaphorical. They kept sliding into the soup. Oh, and Fox kept having to get new ones. Incredible. That's lost so many spoons, not metaphorical, is an incredible sentence. Gone, lost forever, lost in the sauce, bracket the soup. Guys, I have no fucking clue what I'm just. Oh, oh wow, okay. I listen to this band a lot. Sometimes I don't remember what each song sounds like, and I don't remember what that one sounded like. Okay, cool. Still muted for you guys, by the way, intentionally. Yes. Mm. Have we run out of things on Century Child already? I guess we. Oh wow, I guess we did. Ah, okay. 50 minutes. Yeah, no, I've been live for about that long. Wow, cool. Anyway. Okay, great. And we're straight fucking back to Century Child. That okay. I've just gone to the Oops entire Nightwish discography playlist and gotten a song right off the album. I just listened at the end. It's just really funny. They do not want to let me go. Anyway, I'm not gonna go into detail about what I'm about to say. It looked like something big happened at work today while I wasn't there. And while I work from home, sometimes I need a co-worker or two to help me like print out something when they're free and just get it signed by one of the higher ups. And I sent something in for that around like 1:30 p.m. today and got no reply. And then later in the collective WhatsApp group, I see them discussing, not discussing a situation, but saying something along the lines of "Don't circulate the photo of XYZ." I'm like, oh, okay, that's what's up then. I'm very curious what happened, but also I don't think I'm gonna ask because it sounds serious enough. Where if I pop back in next week and I go, hey, so what's this about? It's gonna be a headache for them to talk about. Yes. I always feel bad when I'm like work from home or remote and I am not there. Right? So my work day ends at 4:30. I at like 2 p.m. I was like, fuck it, and I left to go pick up my order. And I basically reached home at like 5:30. But nothing happened. Like I'm guessing because something big happened in the office. What? Coco, what? Is that your guess on what happened? Is that your guess on what happened at work? Yep, that's your guess. Okay, someone sent news. Yeah. Okay, in an incredible, not exactly what Coco has said, but the on what's it what on Wednesday? Yes, on Wednesday before my work from home day on Thursday, I helped take a picture of a guy to like make a site his what's it what called? It's like the employee pass for it because he didn't have a updated photo. He had a photo, but it was both really small and also from like fucking 5 years ago before he entered the construction industry. So he looks really, really different. So we just took a new one. And and it was like the top of my camera roll. And today okay, I made the schedule, right, for this week. Oh god, there's so many things I haven't talked about. This week I actually have a schedule cause it's my anniversary week ish. It's my anniversary tomorrow, the 1 year streaming anniversary. So I actually made a schedule because I'm planning on going live for a good number of days. But I was on the train and I'm gonna post it on Blue Sky, and instead of selecting the schedule, I selected that poor guy's work photo. And like I hadn't typed out the caption yet, right? So I caught it and I didn't send it, but it's like it would be horrible if I accidentally like that was the last thing I attached. And I posted it. I would have died. Because like the second thing on my camera roll, the first thing was the schedule that I'd saved from Discord onto my phone. Ah, that's not the only time that's happened, by the way. Another time, same situation, took a guy's employee card. I keep forgetting what it's called. Access card? Yeah. Access card photo, and on the way home I needed to tell my sister about something. And I had a photo of it in my camera roll, but that guy's photo was the first thing that I just almost sent it to her. But that's still fine. Like that versus accidentally on a public social media feed's truly something. Yeah. Went out for like a few hours, nothing happened. Great. So I've done remote work once during COVID. I had an internship which fell during still fairly close to the start of COVID. It wasn't 2020, but it was mid 2021. So the laws around COVID was still fluctuating a lot and also still pretty strict and regularly enforced. So we had remote work, and back then, because it was COVID, I had nothing to do out and about, right? Like, two things. One, I was actually being given work. Right now, the work project that I've been hired on has been cooling down a little bit. So on a day-to-day, I'm not getting as much work as I was when I entered, as opposed to that internship where I was genuinely getting like constant work all day, one after the other. And I don't mind it. But that meant for the entire work from home duration, I just never left the house during my allotted hours. Because, yeah, I had work and I had fucking nowhere to go. But also for this arrangement, that I'm doing work from home because my semester is starting. So they expect me to be out and about, but like in school. Haha. Anyway, I've been struggling with Rara's hairline for like, how do I, what's the side of her face look like? I'm gonna have to search that up real quick. I know most Umas have like long hair that covers that half of their face where that ears should be if they were fully human. And I can't recall what Haru Urara's look like. I think it's just the side bangs, but like bigger, chunkier, longer. Yeah, bigger side bangs. Okay. Mm, okay, let me get this outside bit edited. Let me get this inside bang edited. Let's get it a bit bigger. I'm gonna have to adjust the line width on all of these. Because right now they're all a bit too even of a line width, and that's going to read pretty messily when it's printed. Oh my god, speaking of printed though, I, out of these, the order that I received today looks so fucking good. I'm so happy. Hikey, the pain was all worth it. One or two stickers I redrew like twice over, worth it. I'm very happy with how it turned out. Quality wise and art wise. So yeah. And the angle of the head doesn't suit the face. If not the face I've drawn, I need to move these. Yeah, over a little bit so they suit the tree. Oh no, now she looks really silly. Not that she doesn't look silly, but she looks exceptionally silly. There we go. Okay. And got this. Which bits should I? Okay, this bit. I want to adjust the line widths off. Then this is what should be heavier on the outside. But yeah, oh, okay. Yeah, in the same vein of a lot of things I haven't brought up yet, even though I kind of should. Tomorrow's stream anniversary, we're gonna be back with more art. I think about an hour or two in, we're gonna do the raffle poll. If the first place winner is in chat and can select that price immediately, we will start work on it. But no. That was the plan. That was the plan before the supplier told me they can um they can do a rush order. No, yeah, we will pull the raffle tomorrow, but we won't start until like what? Until I've gotten the stickers orders either done or I fully give up. Thank you, Fox. Thank you. But yes, okay, that's what's up. And as part of the anniversary celebrations, pawn slugs, um, i.e., the folks in the not safe section of Discord, the Lotus at Pawn Discord, there is a separate raffle running for spicy art that I can't do on stream, so it will all be contained to Discord. And yeah, if that's something that interests you and you're already in the Lotus Light Pond Discord, there's a special little thing for you in the Murky Waters section. Entries are open right now. It will be open for about a week. So if you missed that message, feel free to go get that redeemed. Okay, ads in about like 30 seconds, everybody. I will work right through it. Though if you gotta go grab a snack, some fruit, some water, please feel free to do so, and I'll see you right back after those 3 minutes. Mm, okay. Don't mind me. I should not be working this slowly. Not in the sense that like I need to rush the order. I mean that's like one big thing. But also that I want this to come from the heart. And over editing some things makes things look really stiff and not look like it's from the heart. So I need to lock in and stop on not locking in, if that makes literally any sense. I need to be less particular about some of the choices that I'm making with the art here. Mm, here we go. Ooh, ads started. My bad, everyone. This I wanna make. Mhm, mhm. Gonna continue streaks and sleep when ads are done. Just think like, okay. But actually, no. Fox does get hit bad by the ad, so they probably can't hear me right now. We have gone through this before, where I do not believe Fox neither needs to or should sit through ads. Yeah, they will. They will. I appreciate it, but like, good God, you don't have to go through that. Okay. This ribbon gets cut out by the not cut out. It's blocked by the vent on Urara's ear anyway. Yeah? No. Side bang anyway. Okay. Ooh, okay. Also the sun setting. Real quick, let me get the light switched on in here. And okay. It's really wonky. I might redo the hair. Mm. Yeah. 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 I think I see what about this. Okay. Lights are on. Lights are on. Let me get this. We're gonna redo the hair. I believe I've made a mistake with it so far. I think the face is fine. There's some line width issues. We're gonna make the line width on the mouth a little smaller. Welcome back from ads, everybody. Oh god, you really didn't need to, but thank you for sitting through them, Fox. Have a good night. Thank you so much for joining us. And thank you much for sharing the food. Okay, there we go. It's kind of crazy to me how well the Clip Studio Paint what's that word? The Clip Studio Paint line with adjuster works, especially for like textured brushes. It's kind of crazy. It's pretty much maintain all of the texture on the mouth, like the mouth line art. Okay, I'm gonna make the lines, not lines, right? The sketch layer just a bit smaller. So I place a bit less emphasis on it because I wasn't paying pretty much any attention to anatomy and whatnot when I was doing the sketch. Just like the vibes, the tone, the energy of each piece. So anatomically, pretty much all of them are a little fucked, which is not a good foundation to have. Definitely for the sketch layer, but well, we work with what we have. Mm, hmm. I guess as always, on the days I'm crunching real bad, I'm gonna be pretty quiet because I've locked in. I think today especially. Mm, yeah. Hope you guys don't mind that. Lock in, lock in day. I wasn't expecting to have to, not have to, sorry, expecting to con crunch as severely. I thought I'll do like a couple more prints which I can go get printed in person later down the line, closer to the con on like another one of my work from home days. But the sticker supplier is generally really quick with the turnaround times, and frankly, outside of like the con periods, I struggle to lock in. Like without a deadline, right? Without a hard, real external deadline. I never really lock in as much, but I sure need to. Casey says, but Chris just a Wookiee that got lost. The reason I've not had any real sightings is cloaking gear. Huh? Wookiee? Wo- Wookiee, you're not elaborating? Yeah, I did not expect. I neither expected nor need any elaboration. I think my initial comment of still stands on this. Wookiees are like Star Star Wars Chew Chewbacca. Okay, back to bit here. Maybe we I'll need some sleep, myself included. I don't know how long I'm gonna stream for. Because even if I'm awake for long today. Well, I think there's a little bit of energy that a bit more energy that I could spend focusing on the art. Hi Pen, welcome in. Thank you for the raffle entry. But blast indeed. That reminds me, there's a few people whom I want to give a blast to. Pen and then Estelle's updated model. I want to give them a blast. after the contract. Yeah, you remember? We spoke about this. Yeah, good boy, Blast. Yeah, exactly. You remember? Oh no! So I genuinely just remembered something. Um, I remembered something. I switched from. I forgot what the name of it is, but there's more than one kind of injectable testosterone. I switched to the longer term one. I think it's like Nebido. When I was on Cypionate before this, Cypionate's got like a shorter, a quicker absorption time. Therefore, the length in between injections are a lot shorter. That was the one I was on because it's really cheap, like a lot cheaper in Singapore. But because of like the new work schedule and whatnot, it's just easier to switch to the Nebido, which is like a 3 month thing. When previously it was 3 weeks. Once I pioneered for me. Um it makes me sleepy. It makes me really sleepy. I've only had it once before, but oh no. The last time I got a shot, I slept for like 4 hours. I had like a fairly fresh stack of library books that I really wanted to get through, and then I eeped without touching any one of them. Anyway, I'm realizing now that like that's part of not it's just not just the early hours over the past week or like 5. It's also the shot. Anyway, if stream's 2 hours long today, we all live with that. We all just have to accept that that's as much as I can do. Well, that's really funny that I forgot. They are from Kuva and the Western members? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm. Mm. Um, yeah, this has kind of been the state that I've been in like mental state, energy state I've been in for a little bit since the last week, pretty much, where I'm using most of my mental energy for like art and the con crunch, and unfortunately work and socializing at work. Not so much socializing, but like just the social battery gets kind of nibbled away at work. Though nowadays I've gotten like pretty comfortable with folk there. It's definitely less draining, but like it still is. At the baseline, it's still mentally and physically tiring. And sometimes that carries over into the weekends. So yeah, alas. Yeah, get this. Mm. I'm gonna change the placement of her ribbon actually. Something a bit oh no. Didn't want to erase that. Yeah, get it a little bit higher up on the placement. No, let me get this in here first. It doesn't okay. Here's a fun thought about merch and con crunching. What if nothing sells? What if it doesn't sell? What if I grind it and it's like not worth it investment wise? Haha. Oops. Right. Uh, if it's not a particularly popular franchise or character, it's like what if no one likes them? If it's popular, it's what if it's oversaturated? Yeah, that's something I struggle with. I've kind of hit a very good niche with Toho and Pretty Cure because they are not unknown series. So they're known in Singapore, unpopular or not. It is something that people like and want to buy merch of. Unfortunately, it's just a nature. It's just par for the course for me. Is that there are franchises with a fucking shit ton of characters, right? There's like 100+ characters. Ish are like we've basically hit 100 characters on like both for both franchises, and like people aren't familiar with everyone, like especially Pretty Cure, where you have to like watch a whole season, whatnot, to get invested, and sometimes you don't even like the characters in there, even if you know them. And Toho, there's just so many characters to remember, and you may not. As it goes in Singapore, a lot of people don't play the games, even. And even if you do play the games, it's very unreasonable to play all of them and then to like all of them and like the characters in all of them, right? So people do like Toho in particular, and a lot of them ask me if I've got XYZ character. I'm like, yeah, no, I don't. Haha. And they're like shocked, which is really funny. Local man continues to lose money at conventions by refusing to draw popular characters. It's anyway. Same thing with Uma Musume, where I haven't played the game a really long time actually, and I'm kind of worried that the characters that I do plan on drawing have already been oversaturated in the market. I do think the food angle or like the food prop is unique enough where it's not like gonna be fully overlooked, right? And I'm pretty happy with that. Same thing with the Genshin, but okay, no. I was gonna say, but in a similar vein, like the Genshin ones, even though they do have the food prop, it's still oversaturated enough to where it's not what people go for anymore. So I can never be sure. No, it really depends on the con. The first con that I did, the Genshin food stickers, did much better than the second con, and I'm wondering if it might be worth it to make like just a couple more for this one. I really want to make one for Farina and Alakino and Fremini one like just for me. Because I already have a Fremini keychain. The Fremi freaks might really like just the Fremini food one. I know I like it. But then oh god. So yeah. The danger is always that I'm gonna overdo it. Cause the mindset is always that if I already want to do Alakino and Fremini, why not Linny and Lynette? Right? And then my plans balloons, but like from 3 stickers, 3 Genshin stickers, 5. And then I remember that I've got a Yai Miko and I want to do a Raiden Shogun because people like to buy things in ships. And then because I don't care at all for Shogun and Miko, I want to draw Kujo Sara for myself. Even though I also don't. Here's a fucking thing. I like Kujo Sara and Raiden Shogun, but fully as an unrequited thing. A deeply unhealthy and unrequited thing. Where Kujo Sara's obsessed and Raiden Shogun's like, yep, she's my favorite employee, smiley face, and that's like it, and it never progresses, and that's the ideal state of the ship for me. And the real end game is Yai Miko and Kujo Sara. I don't think you guys are like I from my memory, you guys aren't like huge Genshin players, and you're also not huge Genshin fandom or like shippers, right? I remember. And I don't think I'm gonna get shot for any of these things just because you guys aren't invested in it the way some folks are. But I feel crazy that that's my um Inazuma Yuri ideal. It's horrible life triangle. Did I say life triangle? Oh god, did I say life triangle? I feel like that's what came out of my mouth and I don't remember. The friendships everywhere with himself. Incredible. I'm no one to judge because every fictional middle-aged man out there is also mine. I can make those men sob back and whimper. So I cannot say anything about Pen Pen in that regard, because I get it. I get it. What time? Okay, it's 7:30. It's breakfast. Don't worry about it. I misspoke about something. It's all good. Not misspoke. My tongue just slipped on something, and I do not recall what I said like at all. Yes, different strokes for different folks. Pen Pen can lay claim to all the beautiful women out there, and someone else can lay claim to the beautiful men out there, and I will take all of the uncles. I bought this really cool Galaga style standee from an artist last Dojima. The year before this Dojima, not this year's last, but okay. Anyway, they have a Jingyuan and a Galaga, and I've been eyeing them for a while, but they were $30, and like initially that was a bit of an ask. But I'd spent a full fucking year thinking about that Galaga standee, so the next year she came back, I was like, yeah, no, I've spent a full fucking year wanting it. Oh my god, Pen Pen. You ask your chatters to behave in my chat, and then you say things like and then you come here and say things like that. If I didn't like Fox's animation that much, I would pin this one up there instead, and then everyone else coming in just they can ask you themselves what the hell you're talking. I don't mind. It's very funny. Incredible, Pen Pen, incredible. Sure. Yeah, no, sure. Just say so, and it's never hot. And it's never hot in Southeast Asia. Say so means clean, right? And I know there's a few different terms. I'm quite sure. And water's wet exactly. It's cold in Southeast Asia. Water's dry to the touch, and Pen Pen is say so. Those are the facts of life. Did you know there's almost no mature art for Uma Musume? Yes, I heard about this. It's very fun. I'm a huge fan of this fun fact. Um, Basically, people have been it's been politely requested of the Uma Musume fans not to draw any not safe for work art of the Uma Musumes out of respect for the real life owners of the horses and the horses themselves. Right after someone drew something fairly graphic and almost got the company into legal trouble, and I respect that very much. Like the horse owners who stand their ground and the fans who agree to like respect that. I've not seen Not Save Uma art. I've definitely seen it, but generally people get scolded for it, and people have shame about releasing it. I can appreciate that. Amazing other artists understand such rules and respect. Yeah. Again, I think the company, I forgot Side Games, is it? If not Side Games, another one of the Uma Musume parent companies are fairly strict about fucking blighting people from the earth. Pixiv, like the platform, the Japanese art platform Pixiv itself, I think automatically claims any Uma Musume art with like R18. Though I've seen some like just suggestive things with the R18 that go through, like they're not like, but I've seen nothing like hardcore, and I respect that. Yee. That's good. That's good. That's a good line. That's a nice line. We're keeping it. I want to add more shape to this little side bang over here. Yeah, another little tendril. That's not the word. We will live with it. Okay. Yeah, indeed. Very true. Big fan of this rule and the respect that people have afforded it. In the same vein, have you guys seen? Like, I saw it as a series of tweets. That was screen capped, translated, and shared like as the bundle pack. I cannot remember which horse right now, but Uma Musume released like a summer card thing with the Uma Musumes and like swimsuit and whatnot. And one of the Umas was in a bikini, and the owner of the horse sent a picture of the racehorse and was like, send me a version and I'll show and I'll send you back the real thing. Like put the horse itself in a bikini, and I wish they did that. It would have been so funny. You've heard of putting like a little cape on the race horse. Now get ready for a two-piece on the horse. I really can't remember if any of you remember. Feel free to let me know who it was, like both the Uma and the trainer. Hi, VP, welcome in. Good morning. Hope you slept well. Thank you for some wild dandelion leaves. VP, go sleep. Is it not morning time for VP? Or is VP one of those um oh god, one of the insomniacs? I remember VP sleeping as having an alright sleep schedule. Oh, hi Kitty. Welcome in. That's a good threat. No. I think that's barely a threat at all, VP. Barely a threat. You haven't go it, Kitty. Is it morning time for you as well? I assume it is. You don't know this because I don't make my presence known, but sometimes if I wake up early enough to fuck around and I want to watch a stream, Kitty is live in my morning times, and that's always been fun to start the day with. That's just like low-key Laverna. Both folks I don't normally get to catch now because of my shit work schedule. Not shit. I'll have to admit I'm getting alright hours because they're nice about how far away I live from it. No, no, see, okay, not the tangent one more time after I feel like 5 tangents in a row. But I have a co-worker who drives and lives nearer to the work location, but he starts a full hour ahead of me. I start my day at 8:30, he starts his at 7:30, and we wake up at the same time. We both wake up at 5:30 in the morning. To be fair, he's got children. I believe he deals with like their breakfast as well before he leaves the house. I just get up, get dressed, and go. But like, yeah. It is morning time. Morning. Yeah. So when you stream normally, I'm guessing it's here. When I spend so much time on making this bit of the hair nice when her. Okay. Anyway, when I when it's just gonna get covered by grass. And then says I get up dressed and go. And then just gets up and goes. One of two things, right? I've got several brilliant mental images. One is of Pen Pen asleep in a three-piece suit, and then he just gets up, stretches, and walks out of the house. And another one is Pen Pen like in commute on a bus or a train, like in a nightgown and like, a sleeping cat, phone in hand, laptop bag even. He's just gotten up and gone. Oh god. Hello, where do you okay? Where are you going where pants are optional? I guess you could drive, right? You don't have to be on. No, no, see, but okay. Never mind. You just get up and go. Yes. Your messages are fine. No, Estelle, wait. Wait. Estelle, have you been like trying to chat the whole time and they've just not been going through? But I see it now. I see you sent in the little alert emote, and I see the rest of it. Hi. No fucking way. Don't tell me that you've been like trapped and blocked from chatting this whole time. It'd be really okay. Funny in a sad way if the issues crop back up and then now Estelle's trying to like type and reply like, yeah, no, I've been blocked this whole day and like we just can't see it because the block's back. Okay, no, we see it. You've been trying to troubleshoot a bit this morning. Man, I'm not sure if it's like a Twitch issue or a network one or both. Who knows? But man, happy to have you here. I did see, I believe you checked in earlier and I did see it. But if you're trying to chat, then yeah, I don't think I saw it. Man, okay. How do I draw this side of the jacket? Oh, thank you for the groove. Readings are fine, I'll just no chat. Yeah, oh yeah, right, yeah. The saxophone and whatnot went through as well. Yeah. Uh, her sleeves are a little shorter than this. I've drawn them wrist height, but they're like mid forearm. Need to get that rolled up. Then should be a cheapy anatomy. It's like, what's the difference, man? Someone's gonna interpret this as like her elbow anyway, like her wrist. Still, I try. Still, I try. I will say having one hand have fingers and the other one be circled is truly a fucking decision by me, but you know what? We live with it. Am I enjoy then? Google celebration of hell yeah. Welcome back, Estelle. I am okay. I am a casual Uma enjoyer. I played the game quite a lot when it was released. My favorite is Mashikane Fukukitaru and Haru Rara and Taiki Shuttle and Vodka. In that order, yes. Uh Favorites then. But I haven't played the game in like ever since when? I played the game a little bit again this Chinese New Year, start of this year, but I haven't really touched it since. I've not watched any of the animes because I don't watch any shows. Yes. But yeah. I still see a lot of Uma art and people playing Uma Musume. I've just not played it myself in a long while. Favorite at the moment's Nice Nature? Hell yeah! Adorable. I've not played Nice Nature's campaign myself. She's very cute. What's that word? I saw, okay, when Still in Love released on the Japanese servers, I saw art of her everywhere in high key. Even when she comes to Ian, I really, really want to get her. I'll go back into the game because she seems really cool. If your play this day one still going strong, fuck yeah, Estelle. Hell yeah. I do recall, I don't know if I was following you since Uma Musume Day 1 or if that was a little. The timeline on that's different, but as long as I've watched Estelle's stream, she has been playing Uma Musume, and we are happy to see that. Hello, H? 11 months, 16 days. Oh, wow. Yeah, no. Oh, right, okay. I recall. I recall. We had this discussion, not Uma Musume related, but we had like a follow age discussion. When released June last year, so probably a bit less? Yeah. Though I may have been watching you. When did I started watching Okina when she re-debuted in like what, May, was it? And afterwards I found the not underground, overground network of axolotls and began to watch a good chunk of y'all. So it may have been since release. May have crossed paths a little? Yeah, may have, but in the ballpark, within the first couple months of the game's release at least. Yeah. Oh god, okay, no, I've got a fun story about Uma Musume. Okay, it's huge in Japan. It has been huge in Japan for ages. I went on a vacation to Japan in 20, not 13, 23, I think. 23 or 24. Oh wow, I feel like I should remember that. Either way, one of those years. And Uma Musume Uma Musume was huge, as was Hololive, but there was a lot of Uma Musume things like everywhere. Merch on any anime shop, advertisements out in like what's a place? Um Aki, Akihabara? Akihabara. A lot of the like the places where young folk hang out, right? So Harajuku, Akihabara, a lot of Uma Musume advertisements, like big ones on like billboards and buildings. And my sister was absolutely amused by the idea of Horse Girl. Like she could not stop laughing at like the fact, and then we googled it because we were like, "What's Uma Musume?" Of course, the Chinese characters for the kanji for Musume reads as I think the same in Chinese, right? So we could correctly interpret it as like horse daughter, and we're like, huh? Or at least some kind of like horse girl. So we googled it, and then we found out it was all based on real horses. And she was like, no fucking way. For that whole trip, it became a running joke between us that I'm gonna start playing Uma Musume and then become a huge fan and then buy all their merch and like fill the luggage with it, etc. But I never did play Uma Musume during that vacation. When it released on EN though, I started playing it as a joke to get a screenshot to send it to her and be like, guess what I'm playing? And then I never stopped. I stopped playing, but I realized why it's so people what? Why it's so popular. And I can fault no one for why they like it because I'll be damned if those horses aren't endearing as all hell. It's a really weird day where I'm not struggling at all with drawing her body. She has a fairly simple pose and her outfit's really simple, but I'm not struggling drawing the body, but her hair is giving me a headache. And I've mentioned this before, where I use the ears, like the side of the ears as like a really big anchor point for the angle and direction the face is facing. I'm wondering if that's throwing me off for not having that. Why is this? Okay, anyway. Still to watch season 1 of the anime. No context as to what's going on. Only found out after the Japanese version of the game. Oh, that they were actually based on real horses. No, but I get it though. Like if you're not into horse racing, like, it just doesn't cross your mind that these are based on real horses, or that they did like a shit ton of research and it's really accurate and faithful to the spirit of like the situations that happen. Because there's so many like not games, but there's a lot of, I guess, media IP out there where you get like animal characters and they're just their own OCs. Right, or just any characters are like OC based. You get the occasional ones where they're based on real situations, like the warship kind of things, like the Azerlane and Blue Archives, where they're based off real. What's it? Yes, are they warships? I'm quite sure they are. Because one of my friends was talking about an Azerlane character who was sunk. Not character, god. One of the ships a character was based off of, which sunk off the coast of Singapore, and how a lot of cosplayers go near the site to take pictures and cosplay, and you find it really funny. But yeah, but oh hi Hanky, welcome in. Thank you for the armor eyes. But apart from those warship characters, I generally don't know of that many games or anime. Oh god, sorry, I just remembered one, but where they're based off like real things. I remembered Hetalia, but I'd rather not remember Hetalia, so like let's pivot from this. Hi Kiwi, welcome in. Thank you for the bowl of lotus seeds. And thank you for the hydrate Estelle. I will take a sip. And thank you for the posture check. I very nicely have not been shrimping today. But I think a posture check for all is still good. So yeah, everyone listening, take a little sip, check your posture. Stretch if you gotta. Yeah. Okay. Indeed, I am. I'm pretty tired today, but that's manageable. Tired, a little stressed, in physical pain from an injection. But we ball. We ball. Hope you're doing well as well, Hanky. Ooh, and for a couple of folks who may have joined us since the start of the stream, don't forget the raffle is still open. We will probably pull results tomorrow. A little bit like an hour or two into stream, so I might actually have raffle open tomorrow. But if I don't, today might be the last chance. I know, I think I'll keep it open tomorrow. For like the first hour or two. No, actually, there's a lot of folk who wake up later in the day than that. And that's a pretty big disadvantage. Maybe we'll keep it open until stream ends. Not stream ends, sorry, until we are about to end stream. I'll see. I'll see. Yeah, tomorrow is stream anniversary. We will have I've been streaming for a full year. I started on August 8th because that's a lucky day. And it's great because it's made it very easy to remember. And yeah, we got a lot of locking in to do, so we're locking through the celebrations, but it's all good. Mm. Thank you, Hanky. Appreciate it. Oh, nope, didn't need to get rid of that. I think, okay, I'm getting a little EP. I'm gonna try entirely finishing Urara on stream, coloring line art and all, and preparation for print all on stream, and then we'll call it an evening. I'll go take um I'll go take a little break after this, and I'll continue on my own off stream, and I'll focus most of my energy on the drawing instead. Yeah. You know, like with the raffles, I want her to try. Indeed. It's no harm trying at all. Oh, so I hear the slide was. Oh, sorry, I think I bumped into the mic there. My bad. Calico the Cat Bean, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Hello there. Hmm. Yeah, no harm trying. Plus, Hanky, I think you've been pretty present for a lot of the streams where the raffle was open, so I think you've got a good number of entries. That's a check. That's a cute emote. That's you. Oh, welcome. Oh, absolutely not exaggerating about being a little calico cat there. We'd love to see it. Ooh, okay, display. I don't want this side. I'm gonna have to figure out how to make. Yeah, oh no! Figure out what oval, oval tool, oval brush in Clip Studio Paint. I want the texture over ruler right here. Oh my god. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, we'll have that block the other leg because I don't really want the what's it called? Side of the sticker to stick out too far. Um, it's gonna be freaking goofy as fuck having a bite mark hole at the side of the pile of grass, but like that's why it's funny. It's like cartoonish. Hi there, welcome in. Lovely to have you here. Hope your day is going well. Ooh, how do I draw grass? Oh, oh. How do I draw a pile of grass? Welcome, I debuted last night, or at least last morning in her time zone, with the company of Pen Pen and Foxpot. Yeah, of course. Very exciting to see a friend start streaming. Looks and lots of people were excited to see it. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Actually, I don't think I've shown. I've posted it in Discord, but I forgot to post it anywhere else, and I don't think you guys have seen it yet, even though I have worked on it on stream for a while. But Val did commission me for a ending screen, and I got it like done high key like really last minute yesterday. But I'm really happy with how it turned out. And I'm happy you like it. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. I made a stream starting version, even though Val didn't request it. So I could just in case she wanted to use it, and so I could have a version with the annoying watermark down there. Yes. Streaking, hell yeah! Thank you for the 7 stream. I'm really happy with how it turned out. Spider lilies are a bit. They are truly something. They are truly something to draw. But I think it turned out alright. Pretty happy with how it turned out. In the end, I know last time I did this on stream, I put in the spider lily stamp and I said I didn't want to use it because it just didn't match my style. I vaguely used the placement of the lilies in the brush to draw my own, and I'm very happy with how that turned out. And it also gave me like a really good reference on how to shape them. So the shape and like folds and layers of the leaves and petals made sense. So yes, I'm so happy with how this turned out. Well, thank you for the comments. So much fun. Very unique ideas and concepts in a way, right? Like calligraphy, Japanese calligraphy and sumi painting is not something I on my own work with, even though I've done Chinese calligraphy and then integrating that with digital art. A lot of brain cells to be activated. Oh, okay. Also, I missed it earlier. Hanky said cheese are so cute. Oh, appreciate it, Hanky. Yeah, I especially when I do stickers, I like them square. I like them square. But I want the space that a sticker occupies to largely be its square. So you guys can see up here, there's kind of a bit of like empty space for this one with Urara, right? Like when we mark out a square, that's fucking hideous. Sorry, we need square tool. We need square tool. The canvas itself is a square to get me into the square mindset. Um, call me square male the way yogurt male affirmations. Anyway, uh, you guys can see that there's a bit of space. Oh no, there's gonna be a tail there, so that's fine. There's gonna be a bit of like space up here. That's why there's like the flower in there. Because I don't really like it when I use a sticker and there's like a weird like, what do I do here, huh? What goes there? Maybe I'll try to fill that up with like some kind of decoration. But when I draw the fruit stickers, it's kind of difficult because fruit does not tend to be that tall. But human figures are. Velthas had another one of your overly images done yesterday too. They were looking surprised. Oh fuck yeah! Was it ready in time for stream? Not like yeah, that is delightful. Have it on a canvas. Stick on that piece takes up the whole canvas. Just feels right. Right? Like I purposely will crop things to make sure they like fill up the whole canvas in a way. Right? I'll try and blend things out to where they fill up the whole canvas, or at the very least they fill it nicely. Where the negative space like the negative space itself seems well thought out. I really like that. And down the line, gonna have to animate them. I see. Hell yeah. That was very exciting. Can we add in Urara's tail? Oh god, this is one thing that took me really long to figure out how to do it right. But then since I figured it out, I'm so thankful that I did. And it is line width and line weights. it really, really changes the way an image like looks and feels, and the depth of an image. It's also like stylistically based, like what you want to emphasize and or not, and the contrast between the different line weights. But I'm very happy I figured it out. Okay, let me move. I want to move this all down a little bit. Oh, fuck. Nope, nope, that's not what I meant to hit. Hmm. I think this looks alright. We're gonna have to shift her ear so that it hides behind the little vent. I think this front bang is okay. It's just the back ponytail and like the hair, top of her head. It didn't really align quite well. Okay. Yeah, I believe we can finish Urara's piece today, but then we'll like call it a night. I'll go rest. I'll do either gold ship or rice showers next. I think probably rice showers be easiest right now when I'm eating. Because gold ship's pose is just a little bit more energetic. Might need more contrast. Oh, goodie cap's actually gonna be pretty easy as well. There's a lot of food to draw, but like food is easier to draw than human, in my opinion. For the folks who didn't see the canvas tab earlier, let me switch over real quick. There we go. Goodie caps. Special week. Groshi with the yakisoba. Yeah, I think this pose might be a bit difficult to grasp if I'm tired. So probably rice shower or goodie caps would be a bit easier. Yeah. I've rendered rice before. I think it might or goodies caps might be easiest. Like I should know. Thank you, Haki. I will say that sometimes I don't like when a joke is repeated too much because it gets old, then it's no longer funny, then that's the point of a joke. But the Uma Musume, I'm hungry, how hungry jokes. Oh my god. Still a huge fan of those. Hi Avon. Welcome in question mark. I say that because I believe you're one of the folks who were lurking before I even started stream, although I started stream late. So you've been here, you've been here. No, sorry, no, this is a director at you. This is the like fucking fourth time, fourth time this stream that this song has shown up. You guys can hear it still because it's all metal. Third time, third time. Thank you for the hydrate. I don't even like it that much. It's just the luck that we've struck today. Okay. Okay, let's skip a bunch. I've taken a sip. It's cold water. Um, just now at the hospital, I filled up the bottle before I left because it was a hot day. And I grabbed some cold one. That sounds like a beer. No, I grabbed cold water instead of hot. That's all. That's why it's cold water. Thank you for that. Thank you for the raffle redeem, Evan. You have you uploaded the reference in there yet? You have, right? There's someone out there in the Twitch. Like when I go and see the Twitch redeem rewards, there's someone who genuinely did not. Here it is. Yeah, Hanky. There's someone who both did not send a link into chat and didn't send a thing into the forum. I don't think it's Evan. I don't think it's Evan. Yeah. If they get pulled, I will need to figure out how to contact them. But yes. You know what? This looks really good as a pile of grass. That's crazy fucking sentence to say. No, see, but like you're so used to like drawing grass on the ground like that, right? Like when you stack them on top of each other and then the grass goes horizontal instead of vertical. How do you? Oh fuck! Adds in like 30 seconds. No, how do you draw horizontal grass? She is indeed grabbing stalks of it off the side, but not the top, like it's a block of Jenga towers. Because she's a little silly, and we love her for that. Okay, and also I just want. I still think it's really funny that I put in so much effort into drawing her hair, and I really like how it turned out, and then now it's blocked by the grass, but it's okay. Mm, okay. Most of the Uma Musume fruit drawings that I've made are based on in-game things, right? So like Special Week, the horse wasn't known to have a large appetite the way like Oguri Cap the horse did get in the show from what I've heard. She's ravenous and she likes like a Hamburg steak. And like Goldship the horse obviously did not fucking sell yakisoba. Sorry, the mental image of like a whole horse making, like a whole horse, the animal making and selling yakisoba just entered my brain. And oh my god, it's a very good mental image. But right in the game, that's what she does. And most of these stickers, like the food stickers, are based off their in-game activities and preferences. Yet, Urara's is based off the IRL one, where she was absolutely overwhelmed with fresh grass after the owner announced that, like, like she's still a horse. Sometimes strangers may make her a little uncomfortable. If you want to support her, send us 50 kilograms of 50 USD worth of fresh ryegrass, and people delivered excessively. Hi Coco, welcome back. Please imagine a horse cooking and selling yakisoba. Yeah, enjoy it. Picture it and savor that mental image. Yeah. She has a zipper on this. Yes. This side. Okay, and a few band-aids as well. One over here. Actually, I have one on the outer thigh-ish. How do you even get these spots on your leg injured? Whatever. Okay, so now how do I get this? Um, okay, I'm gonna cut a bit of the grass line out real quick, and we'll just draw it as if it wasn't in there. That's staring at the grass and kept thinking it was hay. Though isn't hay just dried grass? And then you see the color green. No, but like I get it, right? Like isn't hay just grass? Dried grass? And don't horses eat hay normally? Especially in the colder months where there's no more fresh grass to go with. I see it, I see it. And if you don't know the Urara lore, reasonable thing to see and assume One second. I'm gonna flip the canvas real quick. I'm wondering something about the base over here. Ah, hmm. Oh, no, not that. Anyway, okay, it's pretty alright. It's not perfect. I think this setup actually. No, no, no. I know what's wrong. I know what's wrong. Now I know what's wrong. Mm, okay, this makes sense. This makes sense. And then we push this top bit in a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, yeah. This looks better. Okay, and you know what? Here's the thing. Here's a fucking joke, alright? There are some things that I spend a lot of time on, and when they're printed, they're basically invisible. Because I draw these at like almost okay, the scale doesn't matter, but I draw these and they're big on my tablet screen and on my laptop screen, and then it's printed out and it's fucking 5 cm tall. So there are some small details like stray lines, all that, which like it's never get picked up on. But then there are some things that because they're so big, I don't pick up on. And it becomes a really big problem when it shrinks down. And it's things like the consistency of line weight. Right, it's okay. I'm gonna the box can come back. Things like this. We can see this like kind of frayed line up end. You can see this over here. Really obvious. This even these things like line up poking out. We print it nearly invisible. This one up here is really the only thing that becomes visible. What does become visible though, which isn't as obvious when it's like minimized? Where is it? Here. It's things like oh no, that's a very invisible green. It's things like this, where it's like slightly, it's like not smooth line art, or the line width is just like a little inconsistent, in that inconsistent and wonky. Anyway, ooh, speaking of making merch and the order that I picked up today, hi look gremlin, they say see their daughter being drawn appreciated. Urara fan? How do Urara fan look gremlin? Because indeed, yes. I'm drawing Uma with food right now to turn into stickers for my upcoming convention. And she, aww, you keep smiling because she never stopped. Yeah. What matters is that you try and you have fun. Because if you have fun, you win. Trophy or not, you win. Urara's one of my favorites as well. I think I was telling Estelle earlier. I really like Ashikane Fukukitaru. In a similar vein, I thought her story was really sweet. As someone who places like a lot of emphasis on luck as well, learning to give up on the reliance for that and then trust yourself. It's a simple message and expect fully predictable for the character, yet it was really well executed, very sweet. Huge fan. Urara's as well. Just a very simple, like, don't give up kind of message, but very well done. Big fan. I really want to make a Fuku sticker, actually. It's not in the plans over here, because apart from like a spinach leaf, I'm not sure what food to draw her with. I played her campaign a couple of times, but off the top of my head, I cannot remember if she's associated with any like food. Right? I could just draw her with the lucky props. I think the fact is that because I'm drawing because it's Fuku, there's just not a lot of merch of her in Singapore. I've looked. I think just having a Fuku is already a little rare, and people who like her will appreciate that. I'll see if I've got the time for it. Cause look at that, it's 8:24. We've got less than 24 hours to finish any merch that I want to send off. Because they're due 8 p.m. tomorrow. Okay, so based on okay. If we wrongly but assume they're all gonna take the same amount of time, and I have so far spent about 2 hours on Harurara, and counting because we haven't finished her line art. Though I think we're pretty close. Um, we haven't finished her line art. We haven't colored her. We haven't prepped the file for print. I think we're gonna take 3.5 hours. I think that's a reasonable assumption. I'm not gonna be anywhere near awake for all 24 hours. I will die. I will be unproductive and I will die. Mm, how much time do I have in practicality? Okay, let's say I sleep from like 11 a.m. Not the a.m. No, p.m. And I wake up at like 6. No, that's like this is the weekend. Work from home's messed up my sleep schedule a little bit. It's not gonna be like 11 to 5 anymore. We'll probably do like 12 to 6. Just okay. And I'm not gonna work the whole time. Don't mind me, I'm just trying to do some mental maths and being bad at it. Dude, Gremlins is just exhausted. Hospital has been relentless this week. Ooh. Man, hospital stuff, mad fucking respect. I was just at one today. The poor nurses exhausted. We've got a couple public holidays coming up in Singapore, and I think a few people's appointments were accelerated because they got a public holiday that hits Monday. You're very tired. Mad respects, man. Hope you get some good rest this weekend. If you get the weekend. Yeah, hope you get some good rest. Okay, no, no, no. If I sleep at I think it's better if I sleep earlier and I wake up earlier to work. So if we're gonna say 11 to 5, which is still a solid 6 hours of sleep. 5, I don't immediately start drawing. I become conscious at 6 a.m. Yeah, I eat, I fuck around, I gain consciousness at 6 a.m. And then from then till 8 p.m., we've got 12, like 14 hours. So I'll count it as 12. Because again, I'm not going to be working fully for every waking hour of the day. Everything takes me 3 hours. Some might be faster, some may be longer. If everything takes me 3 hours, that's 5 pretty much on the dot that I can do until I need to send these in for production. Yeah, that's the amount of massacres that I plan. And between 9 and 11, cause that's numbers. Hi, Tina, Umapyoi. Yeah, in Umapyoi, back to you. Between then, we could probably get a bit of line art done on like Oguri Caps one probably tonight. I want to do more than like the 5 Umas, though. I want to get like another Gensh. No, 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 no. I will die. I will die. I will die. 5 stickers in 2 days is really ambitious. Like, really ambitious. I cannot talk myself into doing any more. Unless I actually manage to get stuff done before that already, then we'll talk. Until then, I'm making bullshit. Yes, I am. Yakisoba sales, what's that word? Yakisoba vendor gold chip. Don't mind that what in the draft none of these things look like yakisoba, but like just imagine it. The name of Demon Lemon is taken. Thank you for the follow. I expect Lemon Demon to be taken, not the other way around, but hey, lots of good names up there already taken. Welcome in. Okay. Lock in. Lock in. Lock in. Okay. Ah, I was drawing the ponytail and the back of the hair on a separate layer for a reason. So I can shift stuff around like that if I need to. And I generally expect to. Um, okay, her ponytail's actually pretty like thin as it goes. I don't okay. Wanna change the shape of it too much. I think maybe just now what was wrong with the one I did before is that it's not exactly the shape of the ponytail that she does have, so it looked a little bit off. I think what we've got now seems pretty accurate. That's good. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It curves around like that in a way. Yeah. It's also really not that like strongly visible from the front, if that makes sense. Like, from the front, it's not like a very high ponytail. You just see the top of it. Uh, Okay. You know what else? You know what? I've made the ears a little further apart than I think one expects them to be. That looks a little awkward as well. So we're gonna, for the sake of not making this sticker a bit too tall, especially not like taller than like too tall given how wide this bit of grass is. I'm gonna make her ears just a bit shorter and squishier looking than they are. I've also drawn them on the wrong layer, but whatever. I cut them not much down below. I'm gonna make them a bit softer and squishier. And probably gonna make them bigger though, because it's cute. That's just a chibi style. And yeah. They're a bit more like on the top of her head than how I was drawing them. I was drawing them like a little closer to the sides, and I think that's part of what looked a little off. Okay, let me get the ribbon in then. I think, oh god, IRL, Haru Urara and the trainers that kept her in like really cute pink, cutesy pink Hello Kitty stuff. It's so good for those decisions because it's so cute. Absolutely love that. Mm, okay, okay, then we can get this a bit easier, probably. Mm, okay, we'll have to shift this around, but I think this looks. Oh god, no, it still doesn't look right. It still doesn't look right. I need to go pretty soft on shading these. Soft in the sense I don't need to like, oh no, not that. I don't need to go too detailed because generally when they get printed out small, detail ends up looking a bit cluttered. And I think, I mean, it depends on like the shape, the size, just the general clarity and silhouette of everything. But if I'm not careful about that, then too much detail in the coloring does end up making something look cluttered. That's not fun. So, especially given how simple the shapes and like whatnot of the Umas are, too much detail in the coloring will mess up the simple silhouettes, and I prefer not to do that. I need to, boy, I need to bear that in mind. As much as I really like the more recent Toho stickers that I did, I'm also worried that I over-rendered them. I'll probably post a picture somewhere, somewhere, and you can point out what I'm talking about. It could also just be me and the perfectionism talking, as it always is. So, nightmare. Okay, okay. Let's get this adjusted just a little bit again, because now it looks like too forward-ish. Hmm, okay. I'm trying to imagine how it looks because it's like not twisting, but it's just like a one big curl. If that makes any sense, like the ponytail. Okay. Coral? Huh? I don't know what you are talking about, Okina. I said it's I said it's a curl. I guess like the hair is curled with one big curl. I guess it can be heard as yeah, yeah, probably a mishearing of someone. But I like that it activated your neurons. That's very funny. That's aside for the hair that I cannot get right. It's like deceptively simple. It's really deceptively simple. But I feel like it's like a fairly because it's so simple. I like a fairly precise shape. Selective hearing. The Okina and Okina related words trigger the neuron activation. Okay. It's also not like curly hair. It's just like one big curl down the middle ish area. Yeah, no, no. I see how you would mishear Carl now. I see it. I hear it. Okay, and I get this bit in a bit more. Hi, critic. Welcome in. How's it going? Yeah, yeah. That's that's definitely. I'm quite sure that's what Okina is. Thank you for the hydrate, Pen Pen. I'm glad to hear you are doing good, critic. I'm pretty tired. But we lock in. As tired as I am, as tired as I am, I know that when I stop streaming, I'm gonna say like, oh yeah, now I have the like energy to like concentrate on locking in. And I'm gonna fucking sleep. I'm gonna sleep straight up. I'm gonna be like, yes, time to rest, and I'll close my eyes and I'll wake up at like 7 instead of 5 tomorrow. Anyway, oh, thank you, critic. Thank you. Appreciate it. That's my gonna be my 1 year streaming anniversary tomorrow. It's coincided very nicely with the 500. Speaking of 500, though, the combined celebration raffle is still open. We'll be pulling the results on that tomorrow. Until then, if you'd like to submit a raffle entry, it is still up for the taking. Yeah. Thank you for shouting Pen Pen out, Okina. Not, can we shout the axolotl loud as well? No, I think a lot of my mods are busy as well. Hold on. I can get that. Mm. Hell yeah, thank you for the redeem critic. Let me get that downloaded just in case. I don't know if Discord links when to expire. I don't know how quickly. Let me just get that saved before I forget. Unless I already have it, which I kind of may have. I do not. You could think. Oh, that's cute. That's a really cute emote. Okay, let me get this. I think it's like a bit. Oh, hi Ajax, welcome in. Thank you so much for the subscription for 4 months. Thank you, Ajax. And yeah, we joined Urara. Hell yeah. No, come on. Good morning, I believe, for you. How are you? The best girl, indeed. Indeed. Love her. Um, 100 more tons of grass to Haru Urara. Physically unconsumable amounts of fresh dry grass to this horse right now. Oh no, Martin, that's just okay. He's trying to be really brave about this stomach ache. Man, yeah, that fucking sucks, Ajax. It sucks. Hope you feel better soon. Ooh, okay. Team Lemon, thank you for the raffle entry. I believe this is a new one. Yeah, you followed today. I don't believe we've had an entry from you before. Let me take a look at this as well. If Imgur wants to load for me, please. No, no, no. Are you fucking kidding me? This is the fourth slaying the dreamer we've had. I was just saying earlier that we've had no, this might be the fifth. I was saying that we've had it like 3 times already. Once when we were listening to just like Century Child, then we switched to the All Night Wish playlist, and we had the Century Child version and the remastered version of Gonna Life. I swear, I don't even like it that much. On God. Okay, now Imgur, have you loaded? Ooh, it has loaded. Oh, that's a really cool character. Big fan of. Oh wow, big fan of this design. I'm a sucker for the flowers and the leaves, but still, very cool. Guys, one second, one second, one second, one second. Wait. Okay, family came in, they're gone. It's good. I didn't lock the door. That's all. Nothing important. Yeah, okay. Next character. Go. Ooh, and Ajax submitted for an upcoming SMP character. Ajax, you've got a couple of character submissions. I know you've sent in the reference for Bernadette. Ooh. Very cool. Big fan of this variant on the Ajax design. We got the color palette and the hair accessory. But it's still Ajax. In fact, maybe I'm a fish. I just wanted to check in if you are pulled. If there's any particular character you prefer. Oh, yeah. I mean, we can confirm again if and when you're pulled. So that's all fine. And Kiwi, thank you for the raffle entry. I believe that's the references already in Lotus Light Pond, so that's all good. Hey, I need to check something. Give me 1 second. Repetitions is a SMP character? Got it. All good, all good. Feel free to update the reference chat if you'd like to, whenever. If not, that's all good. We've got the link and I've downloaded the SMP Ajax. So that should be all right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. 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 Mm, there's a few things about this that look off, and I cannot pinpoint what specifically. Mm, and that's gonna cheese me off forever. Uh, or at least until I figure out what's like bothering me. I'm gonna flip it again. Don't know what new information that could give me. Right? Like I can kind of tell this side of the hair, like it's not even. It's not an even width compared to the this side. Mm, yes. It also okay. This is really funny. It only occurred to me yesterday when I was announcing when we pull the raffle that I did not consider the logistics of contacting the winners to select what size art they want and how long that like would take potentially. Because I'm not gonna say you have to be in chat, right? I think given how many different streaming time slots I've streamed in and how long I go for sometimes. Right? So I could cross several reasonable time zones for people to be awake. Because there's been a good number of times I go for like 6 hours or more. So I'm not gonna say you have to be present when I pull names. So I do think if I ran a raffle in this method again, and I kinda like it, so I'll probably be a bit stricter that like everyone has to be in the Discord to both send in their references in the forum and then so I can contact them afterwards. But I've already made the rule, so I'm not gonna retroactively enforce that. I'll I'll just have to acknowledge that I didn't fully think through the logistics of this and accept that it'll take me a bit longer to get in contact with everyone than I may have liked initially. And we can live with that. We can live with that. Oh, hello. Hi. NPC Demon, welcome in. Hello, Raiders. How are you? Lovely to have you here. Hold on, let me get you guys a shout out. Demon is a fellow artist. Okay, now thank you. Ooh, last week art. Fuck yeah. Hello, indeed. I believe I rated out into them before, and we were introduced through a raid on Cocone Valtis, I believe. But humans have some gorgeous, gorgeous art. Very intricate, beautiful shapes and composition. Lovely streams as well. Highly recommended. Couple things. Couple things before I forget. Raiders, if you got a raid and run, please feel free to do so. Don't let me hold you back. Go get your rest, your food, whatever you have to. If not, you're more than welcome to hang out with us. It's lovely to meet you. I am Kuva Kusavana. I am a mangrove elf and an artist. And I cannot imagine that the journey into the mangrove was very easy. So I would like to get you in on this guest book. There we go. The little read guest book. I give a doodle for the folks who read in. Earlier today we were let me make this bigger. We were rated by another lovely artist, Floaty Sky, not for the first time, I believe. And looks like there's still open slot for you. And if you'd like, I will simply start drawing you and the model. And if you are opposed to this idea, speak now or forever hold your peace. Yeah. Oh, art text. Yes. Yes. Okay. Since you were doing art, and I know you want to be an artist, even if you've got anything you would like to share with us, we'd love to see it. Be it something from this stream or anything you're proud of from a previous stream, I'd like to see it. Links are okay in here. Take the time you need to send it in, and I'll get something in on the guest book. Should I do it to your honor? Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, let's get. I don't know if, guys, I don't know if you're artists, especially if ever worried about like drawing people facing the same way too many times. But that's in my head all the time. Oh, ending screen that you did recently? Fuck yeah. I would like to see that. I know last time you rated in, not to me, to Coco? Yes, to Coco. It was when you were doing the start screen, and I think it's really funny that that's how things have panned out. Where's draw facing left? Mhm. Facing left. Actually, that's my preferred side as well. To draw people facing. Oh, look at that. Them big old ears. I don't know why, like very naturally, I just gravitate towards drawing people facing left. I don't know if it's like as a handedness thing. I'm right-handed. I don't know if that's related in any way. Ooh, okay, art tags. Oh yeah, let me get that. I need to stop drawing like of ears the way my ears look, but you know what? My guess. And I can give folks with pointed ears. Kuva style. Oh fuck, where's my mouse? Okay, it's there. I thought for a second it like crashed. It didn't. Oh, that's so cute. Holy shit. Holy fuck. Wait, no, no, no. Let's get that on screen for everyone. And then Zeman's art text, the end screen. You got the even it out, but the moon and their hair blending into the ocean. Holy fuck, this is so cool. This is so cool. I Oh god, so many things to say. I like that it, first of all, matches the start screen. The start screen, it's the over this side, there's the sun in the background and like I think a cloudy sky last I remember. Now we've got the ocean, the sleeping in it. Very Nightwish Oceanborn. Not to bring them up one more time, but we've still got the hair and like the blending into the frame. I really, really, really like the atmospheric light, that atmospheric light over here. It does so much in setting the scene. Oh god, it's just so nice. Forgot to feed the Kuva. Thank you for the check-in checks. Thanks for the fried egg. Oh, it's so pretty. Another, another gorgeous, gorgeous piece from the. It's a really fun expression, just in general. Big fan. What's your favorite button? It's such a raw and real fleeting expression. Huge fan of that. And hi, Kira, welcome in. Thank you for the Sakura Mochi. Yes, again, fellow artists highly recommended. Thank you so much again for the raid. Let's get let's get this. Okay. Glasses? Glasses, yes. Horns? Yes. Several people have said the Great Gatsby is a good idea. I second that. I also stole it. I also stole it. Oh, oh! It checks out those horns being almost like a halo. It's a halo shit. That's hard. That's so smart. It didn't even occur. Oh wow. Yeah, no, it did not. That comparison did not occur to me, but I see it now. I always thought it was like more coming out from like behind the ears, as like the way I've drawn it right now. But I see it. It is halo. Halo shaped at least. Hell yeah. Delightful detail. I see it. Right? I will second exactly what Ajax says there. Mm. Yes, right now I am severely con crunching. I okay. Long story short, I am trying to get at least 5 stickers done by 8 p.m. tomorrow. Right now it's 9 p.m. Okay, it's 9 p.m. And we are still struggling with Haru Urara's hair. So that's fun. To be fair, five is the goal. I want to do 5 Uma Musume once, but actually I might not do all Uma Musume. Did I get? Okay, no. Mm, what was I gonna say? I did make the horns just a little shorter than they should be, so let me get that brought back up. During a crunch? Yeah, no, we draw all the raiders when unless we draw all the raiders when they raid in, unless sometimes they just don't have a mascot. I still don't know what the fuck happened, but once a Vietnamese news channel raided into me, I don't know why, and they said nothing in chat. Right, so sometimes we don't draw all the raiders, but normally we draw the raiders when they raid in. No mascot. If the Vietnamese news, yeah, no, if they had like a mascot, if they had like a creature in their logo or something, I would have drawn it. But like they had nothing and they said nothing, and I wasn't even sure if there's like they read it into me correctly. Cause why me? Like right, like so. Sorry, so I just laugh thinking about that sometimes. But yeah, it's crunch aside, it is fun in a way. It's good to get a break from the crunch. And I have a lot of fun with the guest book. Okay, let me get the name in. Mm. And it's always a good mental break in a way to do something that's a little easier. 7. Okay. That's good. To do something a little easier and more relaxed to get me pulled out of any stun lock I may have, especially with Con Crunch. I get very stun locked, so it's all good. Where's what? I've had some really weird raids before. Same thing. Raids which make me think, did you like get the right person? The Vietnamese news channel's the one I really remember. I think on the same day. On the same day someone also read it in, and it was on the art channel, and I cannot remember who. So, okay, let me get this eye just a bit, just a little smaller. Also, my night light filter has kicked in. That's really funny. Let me get that undone before I start trying to color anything. Yes, okay. Yes. Okay, there we go. Little more beside the eye. Now, given how this messy the sketch is, it might not be obvious as a mole, so let me get that a bit clearer in there. Let me switch off the night light filter, please. The yellow light filter, that's what it's more commonly known as. Okay, there we go. Like the blue light, baby. Hello, Pomerina. Good morning. How's it going? Right now, we are drawing a raid doodle for NPC demons who just raided into us. But right before the raid, for most of the stream, we have been doing con crunch. Hold on, let me get this switched over real quick. Yeah, we've been working on this chibi of Haru Urara. I've got roughly 23 hours to send whatever sticker designs I have left to my manufacturer before the con. So we've got a few things planned. I might try to do Aun because I just think she's cute. But right now I'm trying to focus on a bunch of Uma Musume food themed stickers. I think Special Weeks is the one I might not do for this con. Just cause it's Hi Hono. Welcome in. Just cause it's one that conceptually is the least strong. Like it's less the least integrated. Like the food and the Uma's the least integrated. She's just kinda hanging out. Right? And like the rest of these they're interacting. Unless like a really, really good idea if uh for how to integrate this better, I might not do special weeks. I'll focus on a Genshin one and own probably. So yeah. I thought Uraras would be easy, but we've been here for like 3 hours struggling. Marina says, I'm so strong. I'm just really good procrastinator. I have known that I'd like be in this con for like months. Genuinely. Okay. I knew at the start of this year I had so many months off school, off work to do it. Yet I never. Now I procrast. Oh god. Now I wanna lock in. Okay, yes. Let me get the raffle command in. Yes. So with your Twitch channel points, you can redeem a raffle entry ticket. It'll be pulled tomorrow. By the way, we've got a pool of potentially 8 prizes to celebrate my 500 followers milestone. That's one prize per 100 followers, but also in August, it is both my stream anniversary tomorrow, by the way, my 1 year stream anniversary, my 1 year affiliate anniversary on the 26th, and my birthday in quotation marks, which I've simply decided is also the 8th of August when I start streaming, because that's a good lucky day. Yeah, 8 prizes. Send the reference to come indeed. Drop that character reference to the Lotus Light Pawn. Let me know if any of you need the um the link for Lotus Light Pawn, the Discord. Drop your reference in there. We'll do it. How do I say this? There's no simple way to describe it. But the first person pulled will get to pick what size they want for the art, right? So they can pick a full body, half body chibi. out of the 8 potential prizes. Then the second person pulled has 7 potential prizes. Last person turn takes what is left. Oh no, yes, I see that, but it depends on what draw order, what pull order you get. If you're lucky, you get to select early upfront. If not, you may have to work with what's left after everything is pulled. And thank you, Dee. Thank you. Okay, real quick, let me get the Discord link. There we go. It's no longer exclamation Discord to prevent any spam. I just want to add like a small extra layer. That's the idea I stole from Kokone. I, yes, no longer exclamation mark Discord, just in case somebody tries to spam that. Okay. Green. Green. Right. Green. Yes. So yeah. All the best, everyone. Mm. Oh, there is a references forum under our gallery somewhere in there. There is a dedicated forum for the references. Oh, yeah, make sure you drop it in there. Okay. Mm, what else? Oh, right. Okay. Pond slugs. For the folks in the Discord, the 18 plus Discord, but those in the extremely 18 plus section, there's also its own raffle going on in there. So if you didn't see the ping from that earlier and you'd like to participate, now you know it's there. Okay. No. Okay. This is the same baseline as Slaying the Dreamer, and I was like, no fucking way we've got the fifth Slaying the Dreamer today. It's not, it's just from the same album, thankfully. Not the same song. Also, yes, you shouldn't be hearing my music. I've had it muted because it's all metal today. Let me, I've color, not color, I've color guessed some things a bit inaccurately, so let me get that. Oh, no, wrong direction. Okay, that looks just a bit more accurate. Okay. Also, for the red doodles, I don't color pick simply because I believe I can do it without. Oh god, nothing. No other reason. Sometimes it's a little guy inside my brain telling me to do something stupid, and many a time I listen. Okay, okay. Go. Ooh, okay, adds it about a minute, everyone. I think I will take a break. I'll try. I think I can get this out and in chat as a Discord link for D real quick. Okay, yeah. Get this. Yeah. Let me get some shading on this real quick. Am I forgetting? Oh, right, earring. Okay, yeah. Let me get highlights. Wait, and it's all done already. Welcome back. I mean, it's doodle. It's a doodle. I purposely try not to take too much time. Oh, right, and ads have started. My bad. I try not to take too much time for these because it's a doodle, and I also want it to look like a little loosey-gooseier. Okay, let me get just some colors in on the line art. Little bit. Still messy. And I will drop this off in chat. My handwriting is so bad. Crazy. Hold on. Raffle? We are pulling the raffle tomorrow, Marina. You don't have to be present when I'm drawing results to be selected. Not yet. Tomorrow around 2 p.m. Maybe earlier, maybe later. By 2 p.m. we are pulling the results. And I'll say that I think I'm just wondering right now, but I believe for the first bit of stream, I'm wondering if it's fair. Okay, I'll make it consistent. If I allow entries tomorrow, then I'll only pull towards the end of stream so as many people who can make it can get an entry in. But if I want to pull earlier in the stream, then I won't allow entries, so it's fair for everyone who shows up. Yeah. Okay. Let me get this. Let me get this. Okay. The placement of the text is a bit silly, but like, well, haha. We can live with that. Oh, and thank you for the posture check, Melon. I don't believe I... Where is my folder for this? Happy you like it, the... Okay, let me get this saved out. I'll drop it in the chat. I'll still take my little break. Sorry, everyone. I meant to do that during the ad break, but I locked in like so hard. I'll live with that. Okay. Um, where is the link? Copy link. Okay, there we go. Here we go. Okay. You feel free to use this however you would like. Though it's a bit of a messy one, so where could you use it? Who knows? And thank you again for the rate and the lovely, lovely art text and trusting me with your community. Okay, this time, sorry, but there I go. See, guys, I'm gonna, oh, have I used that yet? I haven't. I am gonna throw on a song which people can listen to real quick. Yeah, this one's nice. And we unmute OBS, so we bump up the music. Okay, see ya real quick. And good night, Dee. Thank you for the raid. Alright, I was gone for a little longer than I expected, and we were lucky that the song next up in the Nightwish queue was one of the really gentler ones, cause the one after this would have been crazy. And a very funny vibe shift from the one right before this. Like the song that I queued in Babasi. Okay, yes, you're back. Ah, okay. EP, but we lock in. But we lock in. Okay. Now, few things that I noticed about this piece while I was out in the bathroom. Mm. Not what? No, not while I was when I came back and I was trying to stand a bit further away and figure some stuff out about it. I think overall it's still fine, right? Most of the flaws of this piece I've simply imagined. It's really okay. I have a few things though, which do need some editing. Um, and this shoulder over here as well. Oh, that's not the right brush size. Okay. Okay. In the editing that I've done, the micro edits that I've made for this, I've also lost the shape and the line width for that one side of Haru's bag. Okay. Okay. I cut out the music because it's just a very, very sharp vibe change. The metal is back, so okay. I'm still fairly determined to not end stream and not go to bed until this is complete. Uh, and before I color it, I might. No, I'm not gonna push it too hard. If I only end up with 3 Umas, that's fine. Because if I do like 3 or 4 tomorrow, I'm gonna burn out quite badly, I believe. Though I am ready to call it a night quite soon. Mm. Okay. Now, the whole head and hair, I wanted to shift basically. Not okay. I'm gonna make it like a little bigger, and we're also gonna shift it just a bit. The body layer also needs just a small amount of tweaking. Oh, something's just occurred to me. I'm not like entirely free tomorrow. I don't have the full like 12 hours to draw tomorrow as well. Oops, haha. Anyway, okay. I'm gonna edit the grass in her hand and just see when, not when, what shape won't clash too hard with the other layers and make the shapes a bit confusing. And maybe this whole grass pile could benefit from shifting just a little off to this side. Mm. So some of its tangents are less. Okay, something's just come to mind. Don't like me, I'm very locked in. I'm gonna be speaking quite a bit less. Okay. I think I will actually end stream before I finish Urara, and that's cause I'm not gonna color her today. I'm not gonna color her today, I'm gonna slap in the base color. I'm gonna block out like where what is and isn't colored, and that's it. And then off stream, I'm gonna work on the lines for Rice Shower and maybe Aun from Toho. If not, yeah, Aguri Cap or Furina Genshin. But the Genshin ones are lower on the priority list. I might do one or two Toho ones. We'll see. We'll see. One or two? No. One Toho one. Mm, I think. Sorry, my bad. I think because I've got a little bundle discount on the stickers, where one is $2, but three is five, and etc. I think ideally for Umamusu, I want at least three, right? Because if someone else, I'm sorry, if someone wants to get like that $5 deal, but it just isn't that into my original for the other fandoms I'm in, then they've got three Uma stuff. Even if they're not like super keen on the characters, they may have friends who are, and I can keep doing the gift one, and that's always fun. I say I like that aspect of cons a lot. Getting a good deal and then sharing with friends. So even if I don't do all five, because that is admittedly stupidly ambitious, I think three is another ideal amount. Okay, so so right now, I'm not going to erase most of the overlapping lines yet. Okay, there's some which I'm quite which aren't gonna be a big issue if I need to redraw, but there are some. Is this? Yes, her colors lined. There are some areas where this side of the banks here, which will get covered by the grass, but this placement of the grass, like the one in her head, is not set in stone. I could change its shape, its placement, how big it is. So all the things underneath this grass, I'm not going to erase just yet. Okay. Same over here with things under this pile of grass, because this pile of grass, placement, etc. can also change. What I'll do first, though, is I'm just gonna block in the. Select. Is this okay? The pile of grass gets selected. You know what? That's good enough right now for what I need. I was just gonna like block out this layer itself real quick. The hand is meant to go over, but right now, just cause this is we're still not I'm not 100% set in stone again. Okay. Placement, shape of the hand, etc. Potential to change it. It's okay. Let me get this corner here a bit more. And then like this, we can also check what might make not make, sorry, what's the word? What shapes, what sizes placements might look weird with the chibi underneath. Right, and then how do we want to adjust that? Okay. Yeah, that's cute. That's cute. One small grass sticking out is cute. Okay. Okay. This bit of the jacket. Okay. That's what I mean by a shape that this small detail might look weird when it goes to print. Because it overlaps really hard. Okay. That does not make sense, I feel, to anyone that's not me right now. Like the overlap's just really, really tight when it gets printed. It's gonna look pretty unclear. Okay. Mm. And I think keeping the pen consistently round throughout is alright. Pretty much consistently round, apart from small finger definition in some areas. Okay. Mm. At least this bit of the hair that's either touching or behind the hand or jacket can be clarified. Okay. I think that's why also I'm not gonna render Urara today. We're gonna line height, we're gonna do the base color. But I think when I start coloring things tomorrow, there's gonna be more minor things like that which I get to pick up on and edit. Just so it's a better product when it's printed. Mm. This, oh, no, this too. Okay. I really like her little like chewing kind of mouth. I think that's cute. Not me tooting my own horn, but like hey, no, okay. Like my philosophy on things is if I'm not going to use it, who will? If it's not a piece of merch that I can like fully get behind, which I am straight up enthusiastic to use myself, then who's gonna like it, right? Like I think that's like I'm pretty picky. And in recent times I've had to be really careful with what I spend on and cons. Just cause I've been to so many cons over so many years and I've spent so much money. Oh god. And it's a lot of money and a lot of space that things takes up if I take up if I don't use it. So I'm being pretty conscious about what I want, both to buy and to display, right? And that's the mindset which a lot of Singaporeans have. The thing about Singapore is that there's a fuck ton of cons for not that many people. Right? Like, there's what, 5, 6 million people in this country? Yet, at least like one con a month, I swear, nowadays. And like fairly solid ones with like, they've got fairly solid artist alleys. Some of them have really, really big organizers behind it. Like there's Anime Fest Asia, then there's the AFA Creator Fest, right? So they're not there's like there is no lack of conventions in Singapore, absolutely no lack of artist alleys. Um Attendance numbers aside, it's people can only buy and only want to buy so many things. If I'm not enthusiastic about my own art, if I can't imagine how it's going to be used, how someone feels to display, own it and display it, or how they feel upon seeing it, and if I'm not excited throughout that whole process, who else will be, right? It's a mix between the idea of drawing for yourself versus drawing for like an audience. But at the end of the day, concerts you still kind of need to make money. It's like even if you're not planning to make bank on it, and I feel like most convention artists do not make bank on conventions. Like if you see like the revenue for a day, it looks like a lot, but then you factor in booth production, any labor, especially if people have like hired booth helpers, and it's not just like their friends, booth mates, partners, parents. Production, transport, food, especially if like overseas, right? Especially if it's an artist from overseas, that's so many more expenses. Once you factor everything in, it's just not that much profit to be made. Right? And all of that, like it's not even accounting for your labor, like the artist's labor usually. So yeah. Well, what was I saying? Oh right, yeah. So no, cons, a lot of places you can draw fully for yourself for very niche audiences. Same things for cons. You want to draw the like a mix of what you like and what you want to sell at the same time. Get Singapore market, and I feel like this is actually a problem a lot of places. Some things which you believe will sell because they're popular, in reality it's like they're oversaturated, right? They're popular, then they get oversaturated, and then they don't sell. And then a niche little thing you were worried about making no sales on sells the best because it's a niche little thing, and the audience is excited to see something unique, something close to you. When you're drawing for a more popular fandom, how do you like balance that in a sense? Right, because I'm not saying that people draw popular characters and fandoms just to chase money. They're popular for a reason, and if they're popular, wow, gee, artists like it too, haha, like full on, right? But there's a lot of the complaints about Genshin Impact that like are people drawing it just because it's popular? No, it's the artists like it as well. And same thing, Hoyo is very chill with copyright and like fan work. So in places where copyright's cracked down upon stricter, Genshin is a safe bet. Any Hoyo thing is a safe bet. And then because there's so much Hoyo, how do you stand out in that? How do you make something that's fresh enough that people are excited for it? That's everything that goes on in my head. And then at the end, you, you cannot say. You can prepare as much as you want, and you can go to a con where the organizers, let's say, like fucking love like one really niche thing and have accepted like 5 people, the niche thing's not niche anymore. Oops. Uh, within that one con, it's not oversaturated, but then the decision fatigue kicks in for audiences. You can, God, you can prepare for something and then it just doesn't come to fruition, etc. What's the easiest gauge for me for what's going to do all right at a con? It's what I'm excited about. Then if someone comes up to talk about it, I'm excited to talk about it with them. Right? It's a lot of things. Maybe subconsciously I'm not as excited for one thing over the other, not because I like it less, but because it says it expresses a lot less. Like the piece itself just expresses a lot less of what I have to say about a character, franchise, concept than another piece. And I don't know that until it's time to talk about it. Or when someone sees it and like they glaze over it. No, glazing is taken on a different meaning. Like, okay, and like the eyes glaze over about it because it's just not as unique. Things like that. Things like that. Okay. I feel crazy talking about all of this while drawing stupid horse eating grass, but like that's oh god, that's been bouncing around in my head during the past couple of days of Con Crunch. How okay. How have I been struggling to form sentences for 3 hours and then all of this just comes fairly naturally. Anyway, apart from this bit of the hair, okay, I feel like the lines of Urara are pretty solid. Flow state, you're so right, Okina. You're so right. I'm gonna merge the ear and this layer right now because I can. I can't explain why, but this little bit here where there's no where we go straight from hair to ear, no line up in between, just makes me really happy. It just looks so fucking clean, man. Okay, let's lock in the colors on Urara. And I'll call it a stream. I'll take a little break myself. I'll go lie down for a while. That's dangerous, but the injection spot where the key hit me, it's making any pressure on my ass. That sounds fun. Any pressure on my ass, I feel it. So I think distributing that weight a little differently for a bit would be nice. I've been sitting down for a while. So I'll stand a bit, I'll lie down a bit, I'll redistribute that weight. And it's back to the horse factory off stream. Okay. Whew. Display. Mhm. Okay. Oh, no. What if I'm a fucking liar? What if I'm a liar? What if I'm gonna put in just a few more base colors? Again, we're not gonna render her, but well, I'm gonna stop rage real quick before I forget and we get blasted. Ah, okay, there we go. There we go. Yeah. Rage stopped. Okay. No, not that. Not that. There we go. Okay. Let's think. I've said this several times. I need to color something in, but I'm just not always keen on sending someone something that's like largely flesh colored. I know the algorithm doesn't pick up on it like that anymore. Though I know for a while YouTube's algorithm was pretty crazy in like identifying and striking human shaped flesh colored things. Eh, I have a draft colored layer over here. Oh, what did I? Okay. Where the colors are really nice, but I've some colors I just need to make sure quite confidently end up print friendly, so I've darkened them, desaturated them, whatnot. Eh, yeah. I feel like this pink can get just a bit brighter. I think a bit brighter, but desaturated will still be reasonably within print friendly range. Because printing it will make it look a little darker anyway. Rara feels like a very pastel character. Mm. The thumb, yes, fingerless, including the thumb. Mm. Let's just color it. It makes the shape way simpler, especially as a chibi. Yeah. Okay, let's erase. I fucking lied, guys, when I said I'm just doing the blocking in the base color. I fucking lied. Anyway, let's get the grass back up to 100% and make sure that all still looks alright together. Okay, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Some of these lines I'm gonna have to make thinner. I think this color over here, I'll make it thinner. I'll edit a line art one real quick in a bit. Right now, base color time. I haven't done her hair yet. Let's do that. It's gonna be fairly easy to block in because I've got most of the accessory accessories on their own layer and whatnot. Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna just block this in because that small sliver of pixel may or may not end up really weird on print. Okay. And let's thin out some of these lines. Let's, yeah. Okay. Yeah. And color up top also. These up top we can leave the colors. What? No. No. We'll leave them unlined. Unlined. Because that few pixels of lineup does make it look a bit thicker. Not that that's an issue, right? Like, it can be made thinner yet, but I forgot the tail color. I think it looks fine without anyway. Okay, let's make these sections just like a bit lighter. Okay, yeah, that looks perfectly good still. Okay. This feels crazy because I've color picked from the official art, yet this is a peach shade of peach that doesn't immediately work with me. Like, it works with the official art. It's not a shade of peach that works with Kuva. What does that mean? I don't know. I think okay, in and of itself, it's a very bright pinkish peach. But when I shade things, I end up putting like a lot of filters on, or I do fairly saturated shadows even. I tend to start out with fairly pastel-ish bases and then get very saturated pieces anyway, just cause that's how I layer colors on. I need to start with a multi-saturated pink and then we'll end back up with the official Urara pink. It's just like 3 to 5 layers later. Okay. Okay, let me get this. Okay. Apart from these small details, which we'll get just, you know what, fuck it, let's just do the base color. Alright, fully. That's all the peachish. Band-aids, and the peach on her socks. Okay. Let me get these a bit following the curve of her actual lip a bit better. Did I overdo that? I feel like I overdid that. Hehe. At what point is it simply easier to draw? Wow, okay, that's a very good stripe. Unless it's like 10 pixels too big. Haha. This is fine by me. This is fine by me. The separation between the sock and shoe. Uh, what did I say? Okay. Where did I say that? Like, phrasing it like the separation of church and state, like that kind of phrasing. It's time to go to bed. It's so time to go to bed. Or at least stop speaking. Not EP time yet. Time to stop speaking. Oh, okay, we can make the plate white. That's fine. Yeah, white plate looks good. Okay, that's done. There's okay. Now there's some small details in her uniform, like not uniform. Sorry, her outfit. Like this bit, the shoulder area. It's also pink, and then the side down is pink. That looks nice. A bit where I've changed the line art, then the color them back in. Actually, the thinner bits, the bits where she's holding the grass like thinner, being the line art being thinner where her hand meets the grass is pretty nice too. Okay. Oh, where is? I want to put on the music background. Because I like this one, it's pretty calm, and it's gonna sing us out, and if I don't bring it up by the time the Islanders done playing, we live with what we hear. Haha. Anyway. Horse. Okay. Okay. Uh, one thing I've noticed after coloring things in, which is why I'm a big fan of coloring things in just a little bit, even just a little bit before I settle on any liner, is that having the colors fully locked in makes it easier to see where things start and end and when that becomes unclear. Oh god, it's 10 p.m. 4 hours and counting to draw a horse. Okay, you know what? This works. I'm gonna make some of these what's it what? Just these lines, not lines, like the trim of her jacket and whatnot, a little smaller still. Just cause again, when you zoom out, when it's stickered, it really does end up reading a lot thicker than it actually is. Okay. Yep, that's good. Okay. Now for real, I'm done with the base colors. I'll probably touch on the lineup again tomorrow. Alright, and there's still some effects that I'll drop in, like the flowers as it goes. I'm happy with how this has turned out. So let's find out who to rate into the night. Okay. I'm not sure who's live right now, but 10 p.m. Oh god, it's fucking 10 p.m. It feels so late. But it's just because I've been sleeping at like 10:30 every now and then. Now and then. I mean this week now and then. I usually sleep around 10:30 or 11. I've been sleeping a bit later this week because of the work from home days. But okay. Stay on everybody for the rate. You'll get more yummy channel points. We'll probably do one more poll tomorrow. For the, not a poll, sorry. I'll pull the raffle at the end of stream, so I think I'll allow raffle entries throughout the start of stream. I don't know. Ooh, okay. Here's someone that's live doing art right now, which I don't think I've gotten the rate into before, but they've chatted quite a bit in here. Their fellow artist, Selson, also with some plant themed stuff. You'll see. But let's go talk to hi to Selson, a fellow artist. Gorgeous model, gorgeous art. Love the way they render. They've got some soft vibes. So for the folks here in Asia with me, you have their lovely voice and vibes to enter the night with. Yeah, they've been great. Uh, maybe I maybe I got lost in the sauce. Haha. I believe I got lost in the sauce when I was drawing this, but I appreciate the company, the yapping, the well wishes for the anniversary tomorrow, the raffle entries, the company, and yeah, and the encouragement for the con crunch. Thank you again, Floaty Sky and NPC Demon for the rates. Let us ourselves go say hi to Salsa, so get that rate message copied, and I'll see you all tomorrow for more art. Good night and bye-bye.